𝗃𝗵𝗡.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone watching us on T Sports. Here, we are welcoming you to Al-Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Bolton. And this is match day 2. Today we have a double header in our hands here in the academic ground of Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. First up, the home team Sylhet will be up against Chattogram, but we have some bad news. The match is delayed due to wet outfield, as you can see on the screen, and the umpires will have an inspection on 9:15. But the good news is the sun is out, so we are expecting a start soon after the inspection happens. But for now, the news from Sylhet is we have a delayed start.
আছে এই ওই ভাই ওই আপনি এটা কি দিছেন কোনটা এগুলো কি এগুলো যে আপনাদের ঘাস আপনি এটা দিছেন কি সাদা পলি আছে তো এগুলো পলি আছে আমাদেরকে বলবেন আমরা ভালো ঘাস দিই আপনি তো জুতার ময়লা আলা ঘাস অনেক
ভাই যখন দিচ্ছি তখন তো এটা বলতে পারতাম তাই না?
তখন কি আমি আপনার দিকে চাওয়া থাকবো না
আপনি তো দেখছেন আমাকে। দুপুরবেলা একদিকে ইনিংস শেষ এখানে রং করা লাগে আর একদিকে খেলে আসা তখন আমি রং করে দিই এখানে রং করে আইলে ধুয়ে যায় হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ গামিনী উইকেট নিয়ে
খেলা হবে
গামিনী
আরেক ভাই খেলা হবে
গামিনী উইকেট নিয়ে কি কারণ না করে সেটা বিষয় না টেকনিক্যাল জিনিসগুলো বুঝে
বিষয়টা আমি তো সব দাঁড়াবে দেখতেছি কিন্তু ওনার সাথে অন্যরা আগে বলতে ভাই এই আপনি আমার কি করবেন বা যাবেন না ঠিক আছে নিজে ঘাটতে করবে আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
ভালো কারণ এই অনেক সময় ব্যাটসম্যানদের চোখ চলে যায়
হ্যাঁ বুঝতে
সাদা হয়ে গেলে সাদা বলতো
ঠিক আছে আচ্ছা আমি ওদের কারো বলছিলাম বলে দিচ্ছি
রবিনকে বললো লাভ নেই ছাতাই তো নেই
ওখানে সাদাটা ছাতা আছে আমি ছাতার ব্যবস্থা করছি
কালো ছাতা দিলেই যে ওইটা মনে হয় পড়বে না
একই অবস্থা
কিন্তু ওইখানে ওটা ওর হাইট আছে তো
মনির ভাই অডিও পাচ্ছেন? অডিও পাঠলে অপুর কারে বলেন হ্যালো হ্যালো।
এখন হচ্ছে ওনারা ডিসিশনটা দিবে যে 10টায় শুরু হবে, বুঝছেন? তো আমি শট নিয়ে রাখতেছি, দেখেন লাগলে লাগিয়ে নিয়ে নেন।
ক্যামেরা ধরছে, হ্যাঁ একটু দেখেন। 10টায় কয়টা? 10টা টস, 10টা খেলা শুরু, 10টায় খেলা শুরু। হ্যাঁ
ঠিক আছে।
টস কয়টা বললো?
ওটা ম্যাচ রেফারি
ওটা ম্যাচ রেফারি জানাবো, ওনারা বলতে পারতেছে না, বুঝছেন?
9:30 হবে।
ওনারা বলছে না, কিন্তু 10টা। হ্যাঁ 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 ও ভাই ওটা ধরার দরকার নেই। ওটা হচ্ছে যে ওনারা 10টায় খেলা শুরু করবে, কিন্তু ম্যাচ রেফারি বলবে রাখিব। ওকে 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 ঠিক আছে, খেলা শুরু করবে 10টায়, খেলা শুরু করবে 10টা। হ্যাঁ তার আগে আপনার 5-10 মিনিট আগে বা 15 মিনিট আগে আপনারা টস করবে, টস হয়ে যাবে।
আমরা আছি, অসুবিধা নেই।
আমরা মাঠে আছি, বুঝছেন? আমরা মাঠে আছি। হ্যাঁ ওনাদের কিছু না বলে দেন, এখন করে ফেলবো।
এমনই করো, ক্যামেরার দিকে নেই ভাই, আপনি এদিকে থাকেন।
শাওন ভাই হ্যালো, বিষয়টা হচ্ছে ওনারা 10টায় খেলা শুরু করবে, আমরা সবাই নিচে স্ট্যান্ড বাই আছি। এখন দেখা গেল ওনারা এখন সব রকিবুল ভাই বললো যে আমরা এখনো টস করে দেবো, ওনাদের তো ঠিক নাই। আমরা স্ট্যান্ড বাই, আমরা এখানে ইসলাম ভাই, আমরা সবাই এখানে আছি একবারে। হ্যাঁ
আমি এখান থেকে যাবো না, আমি আর ক্যামেরা একসাথে থাকি, উনি আসা মাত্র দাঁড়াবেন।
ও সরি, এই জন্য দরকার নেই। এই রবিন, আচ্ছা আমি ওনার ফোন করে বলে দিই। ওই ক্যামেরা একটা কালো ছাতা ছিল না, ক্যামেরা উপরেরটা
একটা সাদা ছাতা ছিল। Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming you all once again. We are in Sylhet, the tea garden, tea city of Bangladesh, and of course with lots of green. But today morning there were some bad news that the match has been delayed due to an wet outfield. The umpires had an inspection at 9:15. So we have some news here from Sylhet-Outer, that is the match will start at 10 a.m. So there is an 1 hour delay to the start of the game, but the fantastic news is we will have a full game. So finally, once again, this match between Sylhet versus Chattogram will start at 10 a.m. today.
আমি দেখছি হয়তো।
কালকে এখানে বৃষ্টি করতেছি, ওই যে মিজানুর রহমান বাবুল আর দুজন করতেছে আমার সাথে কথা বলতেছিল, ঠিক আছে পিছু আমার টানে আই যাও কই, আমাকে ভাই পিছু করতে বলতো, আরে কই যাও, আরে কথা কথা তো কম আগে জিজ্ঞাসা দিয়ে লই, ও তুমি এলে গাইছো, এই যে নাবিল সামাদের সাথে আমি খেলছি, তামিমের সাথে আমি খেলছি,
তো টাইম দেখে দিবি।
ওরা তো সবাই আমাকে প্রথমে সাংবাদিকতার পদ্ধতি হ্যাঁ আপনি কি করলেন, আমি 2010-এ সব ছেড়ে দিছি খেলা। থ্যাংক ইউ ভাইয়া, থ্যাংক ইউ। এর কিন্তু আমাদের এখানে কমেন্ট করে সামির
আমি নেক্সট
ওই ইয়ে করে আচ্ছা
ঘটনা না ওনার সাথে কথা হয়নি, আমি জানি না।
আচ্ছা,
আমার জামান
আরে
জামান
একদিন আমরা দুষ্টামি করছি কি, আমাদের তো সান চিপস ভালো লাগে,
হ্যাঁ ওই
100 প্যাকেট চিপস
ছিল ওটা তো মিরপুর শেষ করছি, করার পরে আর বাগদাকে যা ছিল আমি সব সিলেটে এসে খাওয়াই দিছি। সিলেটেও নিয়েছিলাম তো
এত চিপস তো খাওয়া যায় না।
না
না ওই
পরে আমি ওই আমার পানি লাগবে, পরে কিস লাগবে, তো পরে জামান ভাই বলছি ভাই পানি লাগবে, ওরে লোক কথা বলা আমাদের, উনি বললো ভাই আমার এই পানিটা দুই পানি দেখাই দিচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ
তাহলে সান তো মালিক তো আমাদের কমেন্ট্রি করে, উনি নাম্বার দিচ্ছি, নাম্বার ধরা দিলাম, কথা কথা বললাম, তখন উনি বলছে পানি এই রেট এই রেট এই রেট। আমি বলছি এখন কি আপনাদের কাস্টম সাহেবের কথা বলা লাগবে এই সামান্য এক পেটার জন্য?
কথা বলেন তো।
নিয়ে যাও।
Hello, check. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, check. 1 2 3, hello. 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 Hello, 1 2 3, hello. Hello, check. হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ এটা প্লেয়ারকে দিবেন, এটা প্লেয়ারকে দিবেন।
বুঝি নাই
কেমন খাওয়া লাগে না, আমরা একটা দিয়ে করি
আজকে দুইটা
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
ফ্লাক্স ও ফ্লাক্স তো মনে হয় খুব সময় আমাদের এখানে কমেন্ট্রি রুমে
হ্যাঁ, commentary room
দিয়েছে
আছে।
একটা, বুঝছো তুমি
লাল রঙের
ওপেন
flask।
ট্র্যাঙ্গের ভিতরে। আচ্ছা শোনো শোনো, তো আমাদের ফ্ল্যাক্স আরেকটা আছে, সেটা হচ্ছে কি ওই কার্টুন আছে না, ওই ট্র্যাঙ্গের পাশে একটা কার্টুন আছে, কার্টুনের ভিতরে ট্র্যাঙ্গের পাশে একটা কার্টুন। কে বলছে, কে 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 নাম কি, নাম কি ওনার বলো না।
না না ও আর খেলবে না, এখন এই বিপিএল খেলা রিটায়ার করবে।
কি 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 তোমাকে কে বলছে? শোনো আমি বলি, ও আচ্ছা, আমি আমার ট্রাঙ্গের পাশে একটা কার্টুন আছে, কার্টুনের তলে একবার যেটার ভিতরে যে পলি টলি না হাবি জুবি আছে না, ওটার তলে দেখবো ফ্লাক্স আছে, আরো ওই তিনটা চারটা ফ্লাক্স আছে ছোটো ছোটো ইয়াগুলো, হ্যাঁ ওগুলো নিয়ে একটা বানায়, একটা যদি সময় সুযোগ পাও তুমি এখানে দিয়ে যাও, দুটো বানাই যাও, একটা সাউন্ডের জন্য আর একটা ওই যে কমেন্ট্রির জন্য, বুঝছো? ওখানে ফ্লাক্স আরো অনেক আছে, ওর তলে কার্টুনের ভিতরে আরো অনেক ফ্লাক্স আছে, তুমি দুটো বানায় একটা একটা সাউন্ড রুম এই পিছারে দেবে, একটা কমেন্ট রুমে দেবো, হ্যাঁ আর এখানে কমেন্ট রুমে যেটা আছে ওটা তুমি নিয়ে যাবা, পরে তো আমি নিয়ে আসবো। হ্যাঁ আমাদের কমেন্ট ওই পিসিআর পাশে ওকে হ্যাঁ অপবাই তুই নাম
So we have a very good news now, ladies and gentlemen. We will have a delayed start, and this is game between Sylhet versus Chattogram in the Al-Arafah Islamic Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Walton. And definitely it's a foggy winter morning, so it's very important to know how the pitch will be behaving. Let's find out. Our colleague Shanu Rabbani is out there on the pitch.
Time for the pitch report, and this is a new pitch that is being used here at the academy ground. Now, like the pitch that was used yesterday, this also has a tinge of green. There's plenty of grass on the pitch, and one of the reasons for it is to cover up these cracks. As you can see, there are some cracks here and there are some cracks over there, and there are cracks on that side as well. What it tells us is the grass is being used to cover up these cracks, but we saw plenty of runs being scored yesterday. That means this should be very good for batting. However, there's a bit of moisture around the air. It is kind of chilly, but the sun is beating down from time to time. So there might be something in it for the faster bowlers. Who knows what happens, but it might be a good toss to win and bat first.
So Shanur said, this is a fresh pitch, greener than the one used yesterday in this outer stadium. We can see lots of grass, some cracks. Actually, the grass are covering the cracks out there. So he also thinks that it's better to bat first, but I think it's more important how the captains think. So Mohammad Isam is there with the captains for the toss.
Toss time here in the Al-Arafah Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. We have the captains from Sylhet and Chittagong and the match referee and former Bangladesh national captain Rakibul Hassan. Who's going to spin the coin? Sylhet is going to spin the coin.
All right. It's heads.
Heads. Heads is the call. Heads is the call. You won the toss. কি করতে যাচ্ছেন?
আমরা বোলিং করতে যাচ্ছি।
কারণ
হচ্ছে আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে কিছু ময়েশ্চার আছে আর আমাদের কাছে ভালো পেস বোলার আছে, সো আমরা যদি কম রানের ভিতর আটকাতে পারি তাহলে ওটা আমাদের জন্য ভালো হবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। Rabbi, batting first. What do you make of it?
I think it's a good wicket to bat on. I think first few overs it will be a bit tricky, but I think as the day goes on, the wicket will get better.
There was a lot of runs here yesterday. Does that also play in your mind that this is a good wicket?
Yes, let's see that the wicket has been playing good so far, and I think if we capitalize our batting power, so we can get a good score and give them a good total.
Thank you so much. We have the toss. Sylhet has won the toss and they have decided to field first.
So Sylhet skipper, he won the toss and he went exactly the opposite Shanur thought the captains will do at the pitch report. So Sylhet will bowl first. Yesterday in their first game, they batted first. They posted a formidable total 205, but they end up on the losing side against Dhaka division. So today they want to chase first. So they want to bowl and they want to restrict the opposition in a gettable total. So yesterday, in the both games we had in this outer stadium, teams who bowled first, they lost. Definitely, Sylhet will be looking to change that. So last minute preps going on. We will have a start, slightly delayed start. So in the outer stadium, we are here. It's a double header today. First game, Sylhet versus Chattogram. Outer stadium of Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Match number 7, match day 2. In the morning, the visibility was very low. It was very foggy morning, but now you can see the sun is up. As we were saying, it's a double header, so later on we will have Dhaka division up against Rangpur. Dhaka won their first game against Sylhet yesterday. Rangpur also won their first game yesterday against Chattogram. So today all the teams will be participating in their second games, and teams on the losing side yesterday, they'll definitely want to change their fate. They'll definitely want to earn some points. So we are hearing that as the match is delayed and we have a second game also coming up, so we will have slightly curtailed game. Definitely we will see the revised match conditions on screen very soon once we'll have it. So we will be back with live actions at ওকে আমি বলি একটু কানে বলতে দেখো কিছু বলে কিনা। আচ্ছা 1 থেকে 6 আমরা বলতেছি, 7 থেকে 12 আপনি আর ক্লাস 3 ওভার আপনি রাবানি করতেছে, আমি ক্লাসে আপনি মনোযোগ ক্লাস 3 ওভার আপনাদের কন্টিনিউ করতেছেন, 4 থেকে 9 আমি রাবানি করতেছি, তারপর রাবানিকে ছেড়ে দিয়ে আমরা দুজন শেষ করব। রাবানি পোস্ট ম্যাচ করতে করতে আপনি নিচে চলে যাবেন, টস করতে হবে। সেকেন্ড ম্যাচে আমার মনে হয় ফ্ল্যাশ করার টাইম পাওয়া যাবে। মানে ফার্স্ট ম্যাচ সেকেন্ড ইনিংসের পরে হ্যাঁ আমরা বরঞ্চ ফ্ল্যাশ দরকার হলে পরে।
All right, so this is the lineup of Chattogram 𝗬𝗺𝗵𝗵𝗏, Joy, Mominul, Yasir Ali, the captain, Sabbir Hossain, Sajjadul Haq Ripon, Naim Hassan, Hassan Murad, Ahmed Sharif, Irfan Hossain, Fahad Hossain, making up Sylhet's lineup, who have decided to field first after winning the toss. Not a decision that went well yesterday. Sylhet's lineup: Tawfiq Khan Tushar, Jishan Alom, the Centurion, Amit Hassan, Asadul Galib, Wasif Akbar, Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi, Tufail Ahmed, Naim Ahmed, Syed Khalid Ahmed, Abu Jaid Rahi, and Ibadat Hussain. The Sylhet Rocket back in action. He did play in the longer format NCL, which happened before this tournament. So that is the two teams and their lineups. Should be an evenly contested match. The toss result was Sylhet won the toss and elected to field first. In commentary, I'm Shahnur Rabbani, and yes, Sajjad, he was with us and he is back again with us. Sajjad, a very warm morning to you. It is warmer than it was before.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Good morning to you too, Shanur, Mahfuzur Rahman Litu, and AIM Munir Zaman, on-field umpires, very experienced umpires out there. So they are already out in the ground. So we will have the game on a revised time, that is 10 a.m. So Sylhet, the team hurdles going on. They will definitely look forward to this game to register the first win, to earn the first points on the board. Yesterday they had a brilliant day outing with the bat, but unfortunately they had to accept the defeat. Another brilliant batting performance from Dhaka, chasing over 200, 205 to be exact. But today Sylhet, they are bowling first. They know their batting strength. The Chattogram openers, all eyes on the man who is on your screen on the right, 𝗬𝗺𝗵𝗵𝗏 Khan. So this is the revised match condition. Match has been reduced to 15 overs per innings, and one bowler can bowl a maximum of 3 overs. We have a second game today in this ground. right after this first game. That is why we are having a reduced overs match. Tamim Iqbal Khan had a start yesterday, but unfortunately he failed to convert it into something big. Tamim Iqbal Khan will be at the non-strikers end, and Mahmudul Hasan Joy, he is taking guard to face the first ball. So when we talk about Sylhet, we talk about tea, we talk about the beauty. I think when it comes to cricket, we have to talk about the Pacers, city of Pacers as well. Number of Pacers coming from this Sylhet division for Bangladesh. As Shanur, he was reading out the players, the playing 11. Ibadat, he is back in the 11. Khaled, Abu Jaid Rahi continuing their playing. So first ball, but Sylhet is starting with a spinner. Mahmudul Hasan Joy immediately off the mark. On leg stumps. So Sylhet opting to start with a spinner because probably they want to say Khan Saheb back soon to the pavilion.
Yeah, Tamim Iqbal and his struggles against a spin early on in the innings is nothing new. And this will be a bit of a challenge for him. He is on strike now. A slip in place, gets off the mark, a quick single taken. If the fielder at short fine leg hadn't fumbled, that would have been difficult. He might have been in trouble if there was a direct hit or if he didn't fumble.
Come on, Nain.
Mahmudul Hasan Joy once again. This time over the top. What a shot! First 6 of this game.
Yeah, Naeem bowled a bit too full and was duly punished. Look at that. He was ready, shuffled across, and then just very early read the length and played it over the top through the line. The first 6 of the innings. Now on the leg side, takes a single after taking that maximum. It's good cricket there by Mahmudul Joy because 8 runs of the over so far.
1 6 and 3 singles, 9 to be exact. Tamim Iqbal. No slip for him. That came back sharply. Tamim Iqbal managing to take a single. So no dot balls in the first over. Good start from Chattogram.
Yeah, so far so good. One delivery left though, and it's Joy on strike. Cuts it away, finds the boundary. That's the second boundary in this over, and that's the first 4 of the innings, and it's off the bat of Mahmudul Hasan Joy. So that ends an expensive first over, 14 coming off of it.
Once again, not a good delivery. It was short. And Mahmudul Hasan Joy clearing his front leg, moving onto the leg side to create that extra bit of room. Perfectly played into the gap. So brilliant start for Chattogram. Definitely Sylhet's keeper. He didn't want such start. Tamim Iqbal now getting ready. It seems we will have a pacer proceeding from the other end, the Walton end. So Khaled Ahmed, tall fast bowler, very regular face, especially when it comes to test cricket. the revolution of pace bowlers in Bangladesh has been exemplary. Khaled Ahmed with a slip on. Fuller length. Oh! Elegant. 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗃 Khan. Lot of authority on that shot and goes away for another boundary.
Yeah, the second four and the third boundary in the innings so far. The first coming off the bat of 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗃, and it was really there to be hit. Wide half volley in Tamim's zone. He'd love more deliveries like that. Shuffles across. Unfortunately for him, the ball followed him. All he needed to do was keep his position and play on the offside again. A bit of premeditation there. I mean, he's been out of cricket for a while, over half a year in fact, that he's returning. On 6 currently from 4 deliveries. The slip is going away. It was there, but now there is a bit of a fielding change. Well, the slip went away and then it came back. So the slip stays. Down the leg side. Umpire signals that'll be wide. So he'll have to bowl that again. We know Tamim struggles with keeping his balance against such deliveries, and he was falling away on the offside. So yes, a bit of rustiness perhaps since he's been away from cricket for a while.
Oh, brilliantly bowled. What a delivery it was. Khaled, it was full. 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗃 caught into his crease. Look at that. Oh, hint of outswing.
Yeah, but then look at his footwork on that occasion. He moved his front foot forward, but really didn't commit to shifting his weight forward. He stood there again, lost his balance a little. Khaled Ahmed, despite being hit for 4 in the first delivery, the last few deliveries have been better. Played nicely this time. He waited and watched and nudged it instead of driving. Because there is early movement, Tamim decided to take this. Now, you watch Joy, the first few deliveries he's faced in the last over and in this over, he's playing with a more open stance. And the 6 that he hit, you could see that he was clearing his front leg. He shuffled across and then got to the line of the delivery. So the stance tells you a lot about how the batter is approaching this game, and he's definitely looking to play aggressively from ball 1, which is why he's on 12 runs from just 4 deliveries.
Once again, very good bowling from Syed Khaled Ahmed. Yes, I agree with you, Shahnur. But it will be more challenging for Mahmudul Hasan Joy facing the quicker bowlers. As we all know, he is a bit vulnerable against the quickies outside of stump. There is a slip waiting for him as well. And Khaled Ahmed bowling at the right channel against Mahmudul Hasan Joy. And he needs to continue that as well.
Oh, again away swing, movement off the pitch. Joy was stuck in his crease. And yes, those frailties once again discovered.
Dot ball. Look at that shot. He threw his bat at the ball and so away from the crease. This is an area definitely Mahmudul Hasan Joy needs to work on. Light breeze across the ground. This is a fantastic whether to play cricket in the 𝗚 Islamic Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Walton. A domestic tournament, a domestic T20 tournament. Change in the bowling. 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗃𝗃 coming around the wicket against 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. Played with ease for a single. So Shanur, we saw movement from Khalid Ahmed from the other end. 𝗚 Islamic Bank end it was. Now 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗃𝗃, he is coming from the Walton end, and he is known to be someone who swings the ball both ways. So definitely he should be the one who should ask a lot more questions, especially against someone like Mahmudul Hasan Joy.
Idolizes James Anderson, was a regular in the test team not too long ago, and should be ideal conditions for him. Oh, pulled away into the gap, and in the end it goes to the boundary. It's another maximum. Mahmudul Hasan Joy, he made up his mind, and that's the second six of the match.
The length was wrong from 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗃, slightly short. It was swinging away from the batter, but because of the length and also the lack of pace, which allowed Mahmudul Hasan Joy to play that shot over mid-wicket.
Oh, driven, but there is a fielder there. Won't be a run. Joy onto 18 from 7. And yes, he's looking to be aggressive against anything that's in his zone. It's nice to see him playing that pull shot against a shortish delivery. 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗃 conceding 6 from his first 3. The last over also started off with a boundary. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, he got his first, but then it was a good comeback by Khalid. Let's see if Rahi can do the same. Well, this time it was cut away, but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball.
Joy must be feeling he missed out on that occasion. Width was offered and it was hit hard, but he couldn't penetrate the gap. Syed Khalid Ahmed talking to the bowler. We can see Ibadat, he is warming up, so it will be very interesting to see whether he will be called up for bowling from this end. Once again on the up, Mahmudul Hasan Joy into the gap, and the ball goes for a boundary.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. He made his intentions very clear. That's his second boundary. He's hit 2 4s and 2 6s now. It was rising. He played it on the up. It was a bit uppish, but nonetheless, it was into the gap. Moves on to 22 from 10. As Sylhet, they're under a bit of pressure, and it's muddled thinking, I'd have to say. They saw these conditions, thought that maybe bowling first would be good. Outside edge, but into the gap. Another boundary. 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗃 is over, proving to be expensive. 14 from it. After 3, it's 35 without loss for Chattogram.
Once again, which was offered. This time not fully controlled by Mahmudul Hasan Joy, but it was enough to carry the ball over the boundary. So expensive start from 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗃. 15 of his first over. One came from leg by. So 35 for no loss after 3. The run rate is almost 12. And we can see Ibadat. He is getting ready. And it's so good to see him back. How badly Bangladesh missed his services in the ODI World Cup last year. Shanur had an unfortunate injury. And we hope he will be back soon in the red and greens.
Oh, it's a full toss, but Tamim misses out on this occasion. Pretty fast nonetheless, 𝗵𝗺-𝗂𝗪𝗓. That's his first delivery. Usually, even when you're an express pace bowler, the first one can be a bit of a warm-up delivery, a bit of a loosener. This one was fast, yes, it was a full toss, but fast enough for Tamim to miss. Now, again, I have to talk about the toss decision. Yesterday, we saw both games where teams that batted first did not win. You've won the toss. Seeing the green pitch, perhaps, might have confused the captain. Oh, plays it through the line. What a shot! Tamim Iqbal gets his second boundary.
It was full and into the zone where Tamim Iqbal feels very comfortable. Look at that. Fuller length. What a delightful shot it was. Brilliant. So Tamim Iqbal into the double figures. So back to the toss discussion, Shanur. I know you are trying to defend your statements. You were there at the pitch report and you thought it's better to bat first. Definitely it's been proving so. Once again onto the back foot. No runs. And yesterday we saw in this outer ground, in the both games, the teams batting second won their games. Today morning, currently this is bright and sunny, but in the morning the visibility was very low. I think more than the pitch, the conditions enticed the skipper of Sylhet to choose to field first.
Pulled away into the gap. The ball won't go all the way. Two fielders racing after it. Will be a few more added to Tamim's tally. He'll be feeling good about this over. The shots he's played coming off nicely. He's looking better playing on the offside, on the leg side. Still, you get the feeling that not everything's in control. His balance perhaps will want to work on that. 𝗵𝗺-𝗂𝗪, on the other hand, is bowling with good gas. Lots of pace. Full toss, driven, elegant, sublime, 4 more off the bat of Tamim Iqbal.
A bit rusty, 𝗵𝗺-𝗂𝗪. You can clearly see that lack of game time in his bowling. Once again, full toss and Tamim Iqbal. Yes, he is also trying to make a comeback, but as they say, class is permanent. Tamim Iqbal on that occasion showing his class.
Yeah, on the offside, playing off his front foot. We know how good he is. And the captain having a word with 𝗵𝗺 to perhaps change his lineup a bit. Bring it back. He's been bowling a bit too full this over. Better line, but wow, what a shot. Imperious, on the up, back-to-back boundaries. Tamim Iqbal on a roll.
Wow. What an awesome shot it was. Look at that. Tamim Iqbal. The fielders, I think they were also praising the shot. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And brilliant start from Chattogram. 49 from 4 overs. Both openers got the start they were looking for. Tamim Iqbal Khan, 21 from 13, already hit 4 boundaries, striking it over 160. Mahmudul Hasan Joy, more attacking approach from him, 26 from 11, striking over 230. Already hit 2 sixes along with 3 boundaries, and Abu Jahid Chowdhury, he will continue. So Mahmudul Hasan Joy, he should enjoy the lack of pace. Just like that. When he was facing Khalid Ahmed, he was a bit tentative, unsure about his footwork, especially when the ball was pitching outside off stump, leaving him at times. When Rahi is bowling, he is also bowling outswingers, but Joy seems to be more comfortable due to the lack of pace, and he seems to be under control when he is facing Abujad Rahi.
50 up for Chattogram inside the 5th over. They're going very well currently. Again, making room. What a shot. Playing over the top. 4 more runs. And that's 3 boundaries in a row for Tamim Iqbal. 8th 4 of this match so far.
This is a beautiful batting wicket. You cannot give a present like this to a batter of a caliber of Tamim Iqbal. Once again bowled on a fuller length. Look at the width offered. It was a free hit for Tamim Iqbal. Backward point. It's been pushed back to the boundary.
Lofted. Scooped. 4 more. Yes, this time he wasn't in full control, but seeing so many gaps on the offside, he decided to take that risk, play it over the top. There is one fielder at deep backward point, but it went fine.
This is poor bowling. Not good bowling from Abujad Rahi. This time will be a single. So Khalid Ahmed bowled only 1 over, and he seemed someone who could extract if anything is there on the surface for the pace bowlers. But the skipper is opting to continue with Abujad Rahi and reserving the 3 overs Khalid Ahmed has. I'm not really sure whether that's a good decision, because already the openers, they are looking very dangerous and looking to take the game away from the bowling side. Remember, Sylhet, yes, they won the game yesterday, but they conceded. In fact, they lost the game yesterday. This time, quick single, Jishan Alam. He chose not to throw, will be a leg by. So Sylhet, they scored 205 runs yesterday, yet they lost. So the names are there in the bowling card, but they are not performing yet.
Good to see the Tiger on the banks, along with some young fans here to watch their favorite players, perhaps Tamim Iqbal being one of them, on strike on 30. Plays it nicely. There is a fielder, will be a single to finish off this over. After 5, that's the end of the power play. Chattogram 61 without loss.
Helmet, helmet, helmet. বাইরে যা এমএলএ আপনি কি বাইরে করবেন ভিতর করবেন মিউজিকের বাইরে যাবে তো হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ দিয়ে দিচ্ছি
come on Naeem
পাওয়ার প্লে জেন্টলম্যান পাওয়ার প্লে
এই রাব্বি এটা কি সরে আলো এটা মাঝখানের দিকে থাকবে না
Well, we'll see a change in bowling. 9 coming on to the attack against Tamim Iqbal, who's on strike. Decides to not bowl. The first delivery went through his action, apologizes to Tamim. Probably wasn't fully ready. Naeem Ahmed. Deft touch, played very nicely. It's going fine. A race is on and a very good effort there. 𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗃, the fielder. 2 more runs added to Tamim Iqbal's tally. Moves on to 33.
Shanu, let me ask you a question. We know the fans' perspectives, but do you want Tamim Iqbal back in the reds and greens?
Coming down the wicket, imperious Tamim Iqbal putting on a show. 6 more. And to answer your question, any fan of cricket would love watching this sort of batting. So yes,
Absolutely.
the answer will be a very strong yes.
Tamim Iqbal himself helping you out to answer my question. What a shot it was. Once again, inside out, will roll over to boundary through extra cover. Tamim Iqbal on fire.
People talk about strike rates. What is Tamim's strike rate currently? 39 of 19. Is going very nicely at almost 2 runs a ball. Down the leg side, Tamim just wafts it down backward square. Another single added. It's very intelligent batting. 2, 6, 4. 12 runs and then a single, 13. They're not wasting any deliveries. No dot balls.
Sylhet bowlers, they are running out of ideas. They started poorly, to be very honest. I can remember only 1 over from Syed Khalid Ahmed, who could show some authority with the ball. Yet he considered a boundary in that over as well, but still it was a good over. Once again, this time Mahmudul Hasan Joy drop catch. Was that a drop catch?
𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃, the fielder there, had a very good effort just a while ago to save a boundary, but look at this. Almost misjudged the run. The ball was going away from him in the end. He put out his hands. There wasn't enough conviction. Again, a deft touch by Tamim. This time, 𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃 can stop the boundary. But yes, Mahmudul Hasan Joy has been dropped on 28 by 𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃 off the bowling of Naeem. 1 more over done. After 6, it's 76 without loss for Chattogram.
Raja, Sakib, helmet ne? Inside, outside. Outside. Bowler coming over the wicket.
So we are done with the power play. Ibadat will continue. Or should I say Ibadat has been brought back. Has already changed the ends and change in the com box as well. Mohammad Isam joining me. Isam, welcome. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Sajad. You guys seem to have enjoyed the show so far as Tamim Iqbal takes strike. Deft touch yet again. Let's mix that deft touch with the big hits in this innings so far. Wonderful display of big hitting from Tamim Iqbal, wearing his well-known number 28 jersey. An interesting start to the day for Chattogram. Mahmudul Hasan Joy has been more of a support act for Tamim, But that's how opening stands go, and that's what we have seen in this tournament so far, especially at the academy ground, where one opener has constantly gone after the other, while the other has played a minor role. Oh, that's a wide ball from Ibadat.
Isam, you have been too harsh on Mahmudul Hasan Joy. He is also striking it at 200. How could you say he's playing a supporting role? Tamim Iqbal has been so flamboyant this morning, which actually is covering Mahmudul Hasan Joy's efforts. But look at that, 28 of 14 deliveries. This time, not in total control, but will earn him a single.
Yes, Mahmudul Hasan Joy also looks good today. They didn't have a good outing on the opening day of the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 24-25 powered by Walton. They got beaten by Rangpur on the first day, on Wednesday, and today they made a very good start against Sylhet Division. 79 for no loss in the 7th over. That's a good ball, but that goes down again behind the wicket. That is a chance. Tamim Iqbal trying that dab. They take the single, but that was a chance.
This was a bit difficult, but wicket keepers nowadays are expected to take those chances. Tamim Iqbal has been really good with those deep touches, trying that very shot once again, almost causing his downfall. Thankfully for him, he is still out there, 3 short of his 50.
Goes for it. That's nice cover drive there. Doesn't get past the cover fielder though. That Mahmudul Hasan Joy launched into that shot. Sajjad, both batters have now been dropped once, right? Or has Mahmudul been Joy dropped on 28?
Yes, both batters. Joy getting a life in the previous over. The bowling of Naim it was, and Tufail. That was a relatively easier chance. Tufail Ahmed was the culprit on that occasion.
Hooked away, and it's taken at short fine by Abu Jaid Rahi. That was an intentional bouncer on Mahmudul Hasan Joy, who hooks it but doesn't connect it at all. Gets a faint touch on it as it goes over to fine leg for a catch.
Mahmudul Hasan Joy, he never looked comfortable against pacey deliveries. Yes, he hit a few boundaries, but that was against the spinners and Abu Jaid Rahi. Now he goes back, scoring 29 of 17. Caught Rahi, bowl Ibadat. So first down for Chittagong on 80.
Abu Jaid Rahi taking the catch of his fellow fast bowler Ibadat Hussain. Yasir Ali at the crease, the Chattogram division captain, coming in at number 3 at the fall of the first wicket. A fine start from Mahmudul Hasan Joy and Tamim Iqbal. They've added 80 in the 8th over. Wonderful start from the Chattogram openers. Rabbi is here now to make sure that they finish well. Starts off with a bouncer. Rabbi had little clue about it, and then comes the stare from 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗂𝐽. End of the over. 7 overs gone. Chattogram are 80 for 1.
Brilliant start from Chattogram division. 80 from only 7 overs. Mahmudul Hassan Joy, the only wicket to fall of the bowling of 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃. 𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃 picking up the first wicket after his comeback. So this time we could see a left arm spinner warming up. Not really sure who's that. We'll confirm that soon. He will be up against Tamim Iqbal. Mahfuzur Rabbi. Oh, reverse sweep attempted. First ball from Tamim Iqbal. That shows the amount of confidence he has now.
Tucks it away on fine leg. This could be trouble. Direct hit would have been curtains for the Chattogram captain. That was a very risky single. Throw coming in from Rahi. At short fine.
It was a good call at the end of the day. It was Rabbi's call. Behind the wicket, Rabbi was the non-striker. Personally, I like Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi's batting. He's got a lot of style about it. And today morning, before the start of play, I had the opportunity to meet him. I wished him luck. And I believe he has a lot to offer to Bangladesh cricket.
Mahfuz Rabbi doesn't bowl that one.
Rabbi versus Rabbi now.
Short outside leg stump. Yasir Ali Rabbi now gets off the mark.
This surface should suit the style of batting of both batters out there, Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi and Tamim Iqbal. Yes, they are power hitters, but they rely on timing as well.
Tamim goes for this one. Is it in the gap? It goes for 4. Tamim Iqbal is getting close to a 50. They're looking for a signal.
Tamim Iqbal is asking the fielders. The umpire, he is unsure too.
It's a 4, and that's Tamim Iqbal's 50, his 50th half century in T20s. His 50th 50. I don't think there has been many from Bangladesh to have done that in T20 cricket. So it's his first 50 of this competition this year. His 50th overall in the format.
And he celebrates in style. Down the wicket. Over the top. For a 6.
It's a wonderful shot from Tamim. Goes for a wide one, Mahfuzur Rabbi. But Tamim this time lofts it back on the side screen at the Walton end. Goes down the wicket again, goes for it. This is another one. A wonderful display of hitting from Tamim Iqbal. 18 of the over so far. Still is the end of the over. It's the end of the over. What a wonderful piece of batting from Tamim. Immediately after reaching his 50, he has moved to 64 in a jiffy. 29 balls for his 64 not out, 8 fours and 3 sixes. At the end of the 8th over, they are 98 for 1, Chattogram.
Once again, Tamim Iqbal coming down the wicket. And look at the ball go. It was heading towards the Sylhet dressing room. So Tamim Iqbal is literally being heavy on the opposition.
The Sylhet bowling card doesn't have pretty reading. 𝗵𝗏𝗃 going for is the only wicket taker. 18 runs from his 2 overs. Khalid Ahmed had a good first over, giving just 6 runs. Rahi, however, has gone for 25. And down at the bottom, captain Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi has gone for 18 in his first over. That should be a bit of a worry for Sylhet, because he's one of their main bowlers. The bowler, there's a change in bowling now from the 𝗂𝗚 Islami Bank end. 𝗃𝗺𝗃 Ahmed has come into the attack. Seems to be a good all-round cricketer from his first-class records this year. Wide outside off stump, slashed away. There's a fielder there, takes the catch. Rabbi went for it. Yasir Ali Rabbi went for it, and 𝗃𝗺𝗃 has a wicket with his first ball. The deep third right on the mark there, taking the simple catch as Rabbi falls for 1 in the 9th over.
Rabbi will be kicking himself. It wasn't the best ball 𝗃𝗺𝗃 will bowl in his entire career. Look at that, short and wide. Rabbi, he could have hit it anywhere, but unfortunately couldn't middle it. That's why it carried to Akbar. Yasir Ali Rabbi goes for 1 only, 98 for 2.
Rabbi did go for it. Perhaps wasn't in control fully as Akbar takes that catch in deep third. 𝗃𝗺𝗃 is the latest fast bowler to come out of the Sylhet system or factory, you can call it. They have been producing so many fast bowlers. Among those who are not here is obviously Tanzim Hassan Saqib, who's playing the white ball cricket for Bangladesh in the West Indies currently. But they have so many here. They're probably not missing Tanzim Saqib.
They have Raza sitting in the dugout, who was in the playing 11. Sajjadul Ripon, the number 4 for Chattogram.
Again outside off stump, Ripon doesn't connect it. Good start from 𝗃𝗺𝗃 in this match. He's already dropped a catch. He has already made amends with that wicket of the Chattogram captain Yasir Ali.
Tufan Ahmed has bowled 2 balls so far. Both were outside of stump. Both were short. So he'd love to correct that.
Again, that's a good delivery. Nipping away after pitching on off stump, outside off stump. Tamim having a word with Sajjadul Haq Ripon.
Tall fast bowler 𝗃𝗺𝗃. Beautiful action as well. Lots of Ishant Sharma in that action, I feel. 𝗃𝗺𝗃 Ahmed. And he will get some extra bounce because of his height.
Oh, that's a good delivery again. Tucked in the batter. Snuck back into his pads. He's finally conceded a run. 4 balls gone in the over, and now have to take on the might of Tamim Iqbal, who's batting on 64 of 29. And it's so good to see players of Tamim Iqbal's caliber playing in this tournament. I understand that the concept of this tournament is to give a preparation for all the players ahead of the BPL this season, and Tamim grabbing that opportunity and playing for his beloved Chattogram. He's already made a mark in this game, 64 out of the 99 runs that they've scored. He's got a job to finish up properly as well. There's a change in the field from Sylhet. Mahfuz Rabbi has brought in the third man and sent the deep mid wicket back.
Shuffling across off stump, pushing towards the leg side for a single.
Yes, Sajjad. Is this one of the first times you've seen Tamim play domestic cricket?
No, I have seen him playing in the Premier League, performing there as well.
The 100 is up for Chattogram in the 9th over. Short ball again. Ripon seems to have little clue of what Tufal is trying to do. End of the over. That's a very good one for Sylhet. That's the 2 runs, 100 for 2 after 9 overs.
{65 | 65} of 30 deliveries. Tamim Iqbal Khan finding some form in this match. Got a start yesterday, but unfortunately couldn't make it big. But today, he's got the opportunity.
Sylhet has brought back Khalid. I beg your pardon. Khalid Ahmed, who's bowled just 1 over for 6 runs. With the last 5 overs now coming up, the better bowlers will be in operation as Khalid is facing up to Tamim Iqbal. Goes around the corner, doesn't connect it. He's been trying to play that whip shot by walking across the crease, hasn't connected with too many. That's an attempt to get the ball over the fine leg.
Remember, this is a 15 overs game.
Center.
Actually, I was remembered by Isam a while earlier. I forgot that as well. That is, it's been reduced. The game's been reduced to 15 over per side. And that is why the urgency you could see in the approach of the batter, especially from Tamim Iqbal.
Yes, it's a reduced game due to a wet outfield in the morning. Short delivery outside leg stump that goes for a wide. Extras are going to hurt Sylhet. And as we are speaking, Khalid Ahmed runs back to his mark because over rate is also going to be a concern with all these fast bowlers in the side. 102 for 2 in the 10th over. Sajjadul Ripon just off the mark, has already played 4 balls. Lifts it over. The fine leg fielder finally gets something on the bat, and that goes for 4.
Not a good ball from Khalid. Sajjadul Ripon, he's been struggling since the beginning of his innings. Will earn that shot, that boundary, a lot of confidence for him. He was once again shuffling across the off-stump line. The length was a bit short, and that's why he was able to put it in the gap and earning the boundary as well.
Misses it all, ends up. Khalid Ahmed has a bit of pace about him. It's not going to be easy for Sajjadul Ripon to time that slog. He'll have to be mindful of the fact that Khalid has the ability to hit the stumps as well. He's only conceded 11 in his 9 balls.
You were mentioning about the over rate. Khalid is someone who is not really known to finish the overs quickly.
This time misses out again. And there's a big appeal and he's gone. There was an edge. It's a good catch from Tushar. Very good take from the wicketkeeper, diving to his left, never easy on the under edge.
Sajjadul Ripon never looked comfortable. And finally, his misery ends So the third wicket down for Chattogram. Once again coming down the wicket. Had no idea what the ball is doing and under-edging it towards the keeper. So 106 for 3 for Chattogram as Sajjadul Ripon he departs. 106 for 3 in 9.4 overs.
Mominul Haq walks out in the middle. We are into the death overs of this 15-over game. Remember, it's a reduced affair due to the early morning fog. It created a lot of wetness in the field and it forced the game to start at 10 a.m. local time. We see a bit of a crowd, mostly students, coming in to watch the local team Sylhet division take on Chattogram division in this academy ground as Momin will take strike for the first time in this game. Outside off stump, Khaled has been troubling the batters with his pace.
Mominul Haq, he was the top scorer for his side yesterday, scoring 27 of 21 deliveries. Chattogram had a bad outing with the bat, scoring only 132 for 9 from their 20 overs. Mominul Haq Sourabh, he joins Tamim Iqbal Khan. So lots of experience out there for Chattogram.
Times that ball towards point. 2 dot balls in the over again. Ends a very good over for Khaled. Concedes just 5 runs. They're 104 at the end of the 11th. 106, sorry, for 3 at the after 10 overs. Khalid Ahmed has 1 over remaining. Rahi has 1. Probably Ibadat will bowl one of those last 5 overs. Tufail looked very comfortable bowling his overs and with a lovely bowling action. Just giving away 4 runs and took that 1 wicket. So it'll be these 4 bowlers mainly. They'll have to find 1 over from among the spinners. Tamim will have all these things in his mind. He's a very calculative cricketer despite the fact that he doesn't really play a lot of domestic cricket. Here he is. Walks across just over leg stump. I would call Tufail slightly unlucky. This could have been his moment in the sun, getting rid of Tamim Iqbal.
Look at that, Tamim Iqbal making a lot of room outside off stump. So it just missed the leg stump. And I've been a big fan of Tamim Iqbal, and who is not from Bangladesh? Having said that, up in the air, fielders underneath it and takes it. I was just talking about that I have been a big fan of Tamim Iqbal, but I always enjoy the battle of the youngsters going up against the veterans, and this time the youngster comes out as winners.
Yes, Tamim going for the big one. It's the last 5 overs. He's already scored 65. It was there to be hit, but got a lot of height to it. This is a big ground. Down the ground, it's 68 meters. It's a good catch from Khalid Ahmed in the end. Tamim walks back. 65 of 33. A wonderful hand. Look at that strike rate. Chattogram 106 for 4 in the 11th over. Chattogram has lost a few wickets during these last few overs. They now need a good finish. With Mominul out there, this is less than 5 overs remaining in this innings. And Sylhet, courtesy of Tufail Ahmed, Khaled Ahmed and Ibadat Hussain, are back in this contest with the wickets. I'm sure they knew that they would have to chase something around 100 plus runs in these 15 overs. But the fact remains that they could have gone for more if Tamim was around. Outside off stump, hard length from Tufail beats the batter.
He is high on confidence. Look at his bowling figures. 2 for 2. Absolutely brilliant. And look at the wickets. Look at the names he got. Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi, the opposition skipper, and Tamim Iqbal Khan, the former skipper of Bangladesh.
Another good delivery. The new batter is Sabbir Sikdar. Look at that length. I was talking to the Sylhet coach and some senior players while I was in the middle in the morning. They rate this boy very highly. He's also a batter, and we were also talking to the Sylhet manager who informed me, Wasiguza Manoni. He's informing me that he's an opening batter in local Sylhet leagues, but he's played it in the lower middle order for Sylhet division in the NCL first class, and bowls rippers like that one. So he's a fast bowling all-rounder in the making.
So the quest for a fast bowling all-rounder, whether that will come to an end or not, only time will tell. But for now, his fast bowling skills are on display, and he's been impressive so far. Dropped a catch in the morning, but he left it behind and performing brilliantly with the ball.
Sabbir goes for the lap sweep, and there's a chance at the other end too, but no, nothing happening on the other end. It's a leg by perhaps. No, it's connected with the bat. End of the over. Oh, it is a leg by. It is a leg by. 107 for 4 after 11 overs, Chattogram. Chattogram are 107 for 4. If they go at current run rate, they will reach 145, but they will target something around 150 and 159 if they go at 13 and over. Might not be easy. Might not be easy given how they have constantly lost wickets, and now they have 2 new batter in Sabbir Sikdar and Mominul Haq. As Ibadat runs in from the Walton end. Goes for that sweep shot again down the leg side. That's a wide from Ibadat. We welcome back Shahnur on the mic in the commentary box.
Thank you so much. Once again, a very good morning to everyone that's watching us on T Sports Live.
Again down the leg side, but this time is top edged it. There's a fielder coming underneath. Doesn't get to it, and it goes for 4. That was a poor bit of cricket, and it's Tufail. Now, has he hurt himself in the process? He doesn't look good at this point. They're calling for the physio, and he's holding his left shoulder. There you have that replay. Sabbir going for a sweep shot again. Takes the top edge. Tufail there falls heavily on his right hand. Falls heavily on his right hand, on his shoulder. That doesn't look promising for Sylhet and 𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃.
That's looking quite bad, in fact. If we see the replay once again, his head fell on his right shoulder and his right hand. And if you look at the way the physio is working on it, and Sajjad from behind is also telling us that it seems like it could be a shoulder injury or shoulder dislocation. Who knows? But he has been a game changer for Sylhet in this match so far. Taking 2 wickets, looked by far the best bowler of the lot in a bowling attack filled with international bowlers. Bowlers who have represented Bangladesh and bowlers who have done well for Bangladesh. And we were just talking about, or you were just talking about, how Sylhet and their management rates him as a fast bowling all-rounder. Unfortunate to see what just transpired. We hope that it's nothing serious and that he can play more matches moving forward.
No, they will try to get him back on track quickly. Yes, we wish him well and hope that he doesn't even miss any part of this match too. The physio is working on him around the same area where he got injured, so they've got him outside the ground now. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 runs in to bowl his last over. It's a cutter. Takes a single to deep square leg.
𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 also making a return from a long-term injury. And it's the sort of injury you don't want to suffer, an ACL injury he suffered. We generally see footballers dealing with such injuries, and it took him a long time to get back. He played in the NCL longer format earlier, and now he's back in this T20 version. Looked a bit rusty early on, but still is among the wickets.
Doesn't connect with it. Mominul still not off the mark. The third ball is face. Yes, 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 building up his body, his pace, his agility as he gears up for a return to the Bangladesh side. Next year it has to be. Bangladesh are playing the last cricket of 2024 in the West Indies as we speak. They're playing the one-day series and then the T20 series. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 is not named in any of those squads. So he will be back next year, hopefully. Mominul gets off the mark with a quick single. That could have been close. The throw coming in. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 not backing up there. It was happening too quickly. The throw from Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi. Couldn't quite catch Mominul, short of the crease.
Something that needs to be spoken about in this over. Yes, the run-out chance would have been gone had there been a direct hit.
Goes for the pull shot. Straight to the fielder. Chittagong are missing out on a plenty of opportunities in this over. And the scoring rate has dropped significantly since the openers both got out, Tamim Iqbal and Mahmudul Hasan Joy. It's the 12th over. They haven't had a boundary in the last 3-4 overs. As 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 hairs in. Short outside off stump. Goes for a wide.
Yeah, we'll have to bowl that again. Something that I wanted to mention is the way 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 has been bowling in this over. His length's just been back of a length. He's seen what happened previously. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the way 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 bowled, it was this length. And it's something Khalid did in his first over as well. And they all reaped rewards for it.
Mominul goes downtown. And that's gone for 4. First boundary for Mominul. Over ends with the boundary 120 for 4 after 12 overs.
the 14th four of this innings, and I was talking about length. This time it was just a bit full, and that's why the batter could get underneath and just play it along the ground very nicely. A good looking shot by Mominul will boost his confidence after playing and missing for a while. But yeah, this innings all of a sudden is stuttering, and they need to keep in mind only 3 overs left. As we take a look at the batting card, Mahmoud Hassan Joy got a start and then got out. Tamim Iqbal obviously got back in form in his second match in the NCL T20, the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Ripon, Mominul Haq and Sabbir currently on the middle, in the middle. Sajjad, Ripon didn't score much. They need contributions from these two right now to finish off strong.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is actually back in the attack. So the physio has done something very good with him, that he is bowling this over. Doesn't look to be in too much of a discomfort. Have to wait and see how this over pans out. It's been a wonderful start for him. 2 overs, just the 2 runs. He's conceded a single, the first ball of this over. Is the tiger sleeping over there? It's a nice weather outside.
I think the tiger is watching the other match on his phone perhaps, or just checking the score as well. He is on his phone. Speaking of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, yes, it's very important to see how he bowls this over, and also sometimes when you pick up such blows, they develop over time, overnight. We might get more updates.
It's a short of length ball, but Mominul couldn't quite lift it. Splutters towards point for just a single. Given leg buys. So 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 continues to be very, very economical. If this over goes well for Sylhet, Chattogam's target of reaching to 150 might be under a bit of threat.
And the last delivery, it didn't bounce much, though it was a back of a length delivery. So that keeps the batter second guessing. Yes, there is something in this pitch for the faster bowlers if they hit the deck hard.
Rabbi has sent back the fine leg. Goes down the wicket, goes down the ground. Sabbir Sikdar for a single.
And a rare occasion where we're seeing 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 bowling full. The batter is almost expecting it to be a back of a length delivery. You could see his weight is somewhat on his back foot. So 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, these are lovely bowling figures, especially where you see so many other bowlers going for a plenty with high economy.
Follows the batter, doesn't give him that much room to swing on either side of the wicket. Mominul just drives it down the ground for a single.
That's where you want to be bowling as well, at the death. You call it the block hole. Yorker length, cramping the batter for room, and just singles in this over so far. Yet to concede a boundary 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. This is his final over. We have to remind everyone it's a 15-over a-side match, curtailed due to a wet outfield in the morning, and 3 overs per bowler.
That's a full toss on off stump, cracked away. But there is protection in the deep. Amit Hassan throws the ball back from deep point. It's probably the first time 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 has been so full, bowling a full toss. It's coming to an end of a wonderful spell. Someone who we did not have much idea about. I followed him a little bit on the NCL coverage, seeing him in the flesh for the first time. Wide of off stump, Mominul drives at it, doesn't hit it hard enough. They're just coming back for the second. This could be tight. Mominul is back. The throw, if it was a direct hit, could have been trouble.
In the end, great running between the wickets. As we take another look, the wicketkeeper came in front and then parried it nicely onto the stumps. So that ends another over. After 13, 127 for 4.
Swings it away into the deep mid-wicket fence for a huge 6. Shabbir Sikdar, his first 6 of this game, and the 6th for Chittagong comes after a long time, a much needed hit. Khalid Ahmed bowling that one quite short.
He was almost expecting a shortish delivery. Look at how he just crouched down a bit and then wanted to get underneath the shortish delivery. Did it to perfection. Sabir moves on to 15. I think that length became a bit predictable by Khalid. He's been good in the first few overs, but yes, you have to mix it up. We saw Tufail, the way he bowled in the last over. Even though he was not being hit for runs off his back of a length deliveries, he changed it up, bowled a few block hole Yorkers, and I think Khalid Ahmed has to change it up accordingly.
Yes, Khalid gets off the mark in this over poorly. Gets full on the bat, but it's straight to long on. Connected it quite well actually, Shabbir Sikdar, but that's ended up as a as a catch to long on. Khalid picks up his second wicket. Chattogram at 133 for 5 in the 14th over.
Yeah, he's irate with himself because he knew that he got underneath that delivery. Just hit it straight to the fielder, almost as if he forgot that there was a fielder there. Probably wanted to hit it a lot straighter. Gone for 15 of 12. And currently, Chattogram, yes, 133 for 5.
The tall Naeem Hassan walks into the crease. Just over 10 balls remaining in the innings. Just 10 balls remaining in the innings for Chattogram. Naeem is a highly rated cricketer. He's played Test cricket for Bangladesh. And he's done well for Chattogram over the years. Doesn't really connect with that one, but still can get it away for a single. Gets off the mark.
That score of 150 still on. Just noticed a little something, a little quirk, if I might add, when it comes to Naeem Hassan. He's wearing full sleeves, but he's had to like fold it all the way up, almost up to his arms. So I wonder if they don't make T-shirts with these jerseys if you know everyone's gotten full sleeves. We generally see the spinners bowling with full sleeves though.
Yes, Naeem has been playing for Chattogram for a while now. He's a staple in that bowling attack. He's an off spinner, a really good off spinner. Walks towards that shot. This could be, yes, it's gone. Khalid takes another wicket as Mominul top edges that one onto third, deep third. Simple catch for the fielder there. A very well placed fielder by Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi too.
Yeah, fantastic comeback by Khalid. He was hit for 6 in the first delivery in this over, and then he changed it up. He bowled a bit fuller and then bowled according to the field. He's gotten rid of both the batters in the middle who were, you could say, set Mominul, the latest to depart, and he will be disappointed that he's gotten out at such a time when you need to accelerate. 150 you feel would be a par score here, requiring 10 runs and over in 15 overs. Again, we see sliced it, wanted to hit it straight down the ground. Eventually was a catch for 𝗃𝗧𝗏. He dropped a few earlier in the innings. This time he catches one, and he's been fielding, he's been patrolling that deep third area all match, deep third and deep fine area throughout this match so far. On strike now the new batter, but yes, they've lost another wicket. 6 down now.
Ahmed Sharif on strike, the new batter. He's gone! He is gone. The off stump is pegged back. Khaled takes his 4th wicket and 3rd in the over of 4 balls. The last 4 balls, wicket, a single, and then 2 more wickets. He is on a hat-trick. And an over that started with a 6 has now descended into a 3-wicket over. Ahmed Sharif goes for a duck. Chittagong, Chattogram are 134 for 7. This over has been very costly for them. It's the second last over, the penultimate over of the innings. It hasn't gone well for them. Khaled is on a hat-trick. He's not taken a T20 hat-trick yet. Let's see, his figures are wonderful. 18 for 4. He's got 1 ball remaining. He's bowled 11 dots. He's made up for that big 6 he was struck of the first ball of this over with 3 wickets. Here is the last one. Ahmed Sharif, and he runs in. Oh, that could be a run out. A throw from the cover. Ends his over. 19 for 4 Khaled from his 3 overs. A round of applause from his dugout and his teammates. Perhaps the best over of the innings, and maybe an over that stops Chattogram from reaching 150.
A fantastic over, and Abujaid Rahi to bowl the final over, so it will be pace. He might want to take a few cues from what he's seen from Khaled Ahmed and previously 𝗃𝗧𝗏 as well, who have been the pick of the bowlers. And they've gotten wickets by mostly bowling back of a length. Yes, they've changed it up at times. Khaled last over, he showed his full array, in fact, bowling according to the field, and in the end just aiming for the stumps to get rid of the lower middle order batter. Hasan Murad and Naeem Hassan now on strike. Both have represented Bangladesh at different levels.
Walks across the crease. Can't connect with that slog sweep as the ball goes to short third for a single. Hasan Murad gets off the mark, hands over the strike to Naeem Hassan. 5 balls remaining in the over. Rahi, his primary job will be to bowl in his own comfortable way, just to keep Chattogram score below 150 and if possible below 145. Naeem is known to be a big hitter in T20s. That's a good slower ball. Can only time it to point for a single.
Yeah, Abujaid Rahi, the first few deliveries, it's been good. It's been a good comeback by Sylhet overall against Chattogram. Chattogram were going all guns blazing when Tamim Iqbal was batting with joy, going at well over 10 runs and over. That run rate has come down below 10. A few big shots, though, can change the complexion of things. Still 4 deliveries remaining.
moves away, but Rahi follows him. There's a bye. He's trying to run. Tushar misses out with that underarm towards the striker's end. Naeem was well shot and they run the bye. Hasan Murad once again missing out with that delivery. And very good thinking from Rahi, cramping him for more room as he tried to make some room. Tushar's throw from behind the stumps can't connect with the stumps as Chattogram are now 138 for 7. This time he smashes that one over wide long on for a 6. Naeem Hasan with that almighty blow on Abu Jaid Rahi.
The 7-6 of the innings. And look at that length. It was in the slot, in Naeem's arc, and he hit it out of the park.
The sweet, sweet sound of the ball hitting the middle of the bat. Chattogram are in the 140s with 2 balls remaining in the over. They will look for that one more big hit or 2 more if possible to get them over the 150 mark, which will be a psychological boost for Chattogram and a bit more pressure on Sylhet's batters. As Mahfuzur Rabbi brings another fielder inside the circle. Goes wide and it is a wide. It is a wide. That's one more run from Rahi. Rahi looking quite expensive. 35 for none, 36 for none from his 2.4 overs. This over, Shanur, 10 runs already. And if it goes well, 2 more big hits, Chattogram will feel that their start is vindicated. That's a brilliant Yorker from Rahi. There's a chance of a run out at the bowler's end. If Rahi can connect with it, he does. The umpire raises his finger and Naeem is gone. Trying to run that extra run by making sure that they still have something on the board. Sacrifices his wicket as Hasan Murad tries to take strike. Chattogram are 145 for 8 at this stage. Naeem gone for 8.
Yeah, a massive confusion there in the middle. I was about to say collision, but yes, finally we see the stumps being rattled via fielding. We haven't seen too many runouts in this tournament so far. Naeem Hasan gone for 8 of 4 deliveries, hit that 1-6, 145 for 8. He should have been on strike for the last delivery, 1 feels. So I'm not sure why Hasan Murad wanted the strike so badly.
We'll have a look now. Goes for it towards mid-wicket. There is a fielder getting underneath it. Takes a very good catch. That's a wonderful take. A nice catch to end the innings. 145 for 9. Ibadat with the catch. Rahi with his first wicket. And Chattogram finishes up on 145 for 9 from their 15 overs.
Yeah, Hasan Murad, firstly the run out and then getting his or losing his wicket in the end. And the innings ends on a high for Sylhet, but one feels they'll need to chase quite well to get this total. So here's the batting card of Chattogram. Mahmudul Joy, 29 from 17. Tamim Iqbal, the star of the show with the bat, 65 from 33. Looked like he might get a century if he batted all the way. And then in the end, Sabbir, Shikhar and Naeem Hasan with a few big blows to take the total over 150 or 140 should I say. 145 for 9 in 15 overs. This is a curtailed match. 11 extras could prove costly for Sylhet. We'll go downstairs to Sajjad, who's there for an interview. All right.
Sylhet, you may call it the pace bowling capital of Bangladesh, seems to produce yet another promising one. I'm talking about this guy beside me. তোফায়েল, প্রথমেই একটু বলি এবং আমরা একটু জানতে চাচ্ছি যে আপনার কাঁধের কি অবস্থা?
না, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ এখন একটু ফিল গুড, মানে ভালো লাগতেছে। একটু মানে আমি মানে একটু ড্রাইভ দেওয়ার সময় আর কি আমার শোল্ডারটা আগে চলে আসছে আর কি, এর জন্য একটু পেইন ফিল হইতেছে। তো আশা করি ঠিক হয়ে যাবে, এটা মানে এত বড় কিছু না আর কি।
15 ওভারের খেলা হচ্ছে আজকে। এর মাঝে 3 ওভারে 7 রান দিয়ে 2টো উইকেট তুলে নিয়েছেন তামিম ইকবাল, ইয়াসির আলী চৌধুরী রাব্বি। এর চাইতে ভালো কিছু কি হতে পারতো আজকে?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আল্লাহ যা দিয়েছেন ওটাতে আমি আসলে খুশি, কারণ একটা ওদের রান চলে গেছিলো, আমাদের টার্গেট ছিল রান আটকানো। সো আমি এসে আর জাস্ট আমি মেনটেন করতে চাইছি আর কি, আমার বোলিংয়ের যে ন্যাচারালিটা আছে ওইটা আমি মেনটেন করতে চাইছি। আল্লাহ উইকেট দিয়ে দিছে, মানে টিমকে আর কি রান আটকায়া একটা ভালো অবস্থানে নিয়ে আসতে পারছি, এর জন্য আমার অনেক ভালো লাগতেছে।
সিমস টু বি এ ডিফিকাল্ট টাস্ক অ্যাহেড। 145 রান হয়ে গেছে 15 ওভারে। কি মনে হয় আপনার দলের ব্যাটাররা সেটা করতে পারবে?
হ্যাঁ, আশা করি। আমাদের ব্যাটিং মানে অনেক লম্বা একটা লাইন আপ আছে ব্যাটিংয়ে, প্লাস উইকেটটা অনেক ভালো আছে। আশা করি এই রান চেজ করতে পারবো আমরা, আশা করি।
কনফিডেন্ট রান চেজ হয়ে যাবে?
হ্যাঁ, আশা করি ইনশাআল্লাহ।
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ তোফায়েল আহমেদ, অল দ্য বেস্ট। সো তোফায়েল আহমেদ, he says his team should chase this target. Now they need to walk the talk.
All right, so that was Tofail, the pick of the bowlers, you'd have to say, talking to Sajjad. So this is how the innings went. Sylhet, they were, after winning the toss, deciding to bowl under the cosh because it was a great start by the two openers, Tamim Iqbal and Mahmud Hassan Joy, who initially took the attack to the bowling before Tamim got going, played some lovely shots on the offside, and then Joy was dismissed, but Tamim continued on his merry way, playing some delightful sixes down the ground, and also some short bowling being punished. Another imperious shot by Tamim, but this time he was out. And after that, the innings suffered a bit. There were a few big shots in the end, especially by 𝗂𝗵𝗄𝗃, and then the wickets started to fall. That one Khalid Ahmed over, taking 3 wickets. That was Naeem with the last 6 of the innings, and then the run out. An innings finished with Hassan Murad also being out. So good finish for Sylhet after winning the toss, but they will have to chase this total down in 15 overs. They will need 146 as we're getting ready for the second innings here at the Academy Ground in Sylhet. 146 needed from 90 deliveries in this Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 2024-25 match powered by Walton. It's not going to be an easy chase, but one feels that they've done just about enough to be ahead in this match after winning the toss. Chattogram will have to bowl well. Both teams played their first match yesterday, and after the first games, yet they're to win their first match. So both teams will be desperate for a win here. We'll take a short break, after which we'll be back with the second innings commentary. So the batters are coming into the middle as the bowling team is already out, along with the umpires. Chattogram, they will feel like they've gotten a few less than what they would have wanted, what they would have liked. Perhaps a total of 160, 170 was on the cards when Tamim Iqbal was batting along with Mahmud Hassan Joy. They will have to bowl well to restrict Sylhet, especially the way Sylhet batted yesterday. In commentary, I'm Shahnur Rabbani and I'm joined by Mohammad Isam.
Yes, Shahnur, there is a big chase coming up between Sylhet and Chattogram. The onus is now on the Sylhet batters to prove their mettle in this competition. Remember, they are the new first-class champions. They won the NCL first-class competition earlier in the season. They've come with a good reputation as Hassan Murad takes the new ball and sets his field along with the Chattogram captain Yasir Ali, who places himself in the slip, the lone slip position. I can see Tamim patrolling the short fine area, short fine leg. It's a conventional field with a deep mid wicket in place for the left arm spinner. Hassan Murad comes with a big reputation like any left arm spinner in Bangladesh, as Tawfiq Tushar, the Sylhet wicketkeeper batter, takes strike. There is Hassan Murad, the Chattogram left arm spinner, is running in. That's a good slider to start off with. Tushar had a lot of work to do. If that had missed or taken a bit more spin on it, could have been difficult. Goes for it this time. And it goes high over long on for the first 6 of the Sylhet innings. That's a wonderful shot from Tawfiq Tushar.
Yeah, and he got underneath that delivery. Not much power, a lot of timing. At first it seemed like he was rushing onto the shot, but got enough elevation and distance. Hasan Murad. We saw spin starting the innings in the first innings as well, when Chattogram were batting, and Chattogram have decided to do the same thing. It didn't pay off for Sylhet, and it's not paying off for Chattogram so far.
Yes, second ball of the match, and they needed a bit of time to retrieve that ball. That has been hit towards the Al-Arafa end, Al-Arafa Islami Bank end, I beg your pardon, as the batter now gets ready again for the third ball. Tucks it away on the onside, rushes through for that single, and it brings Jishan Alam on strike, the man who scored a century to light up the first day of the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 24-25 powered by Walton. Jishan struck the ball sweetly in the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium that's just behind him right now. This is the academy ground. Jishan is taking strike for the first time in this game. Goes for the big one. This is a big appeal, and he's gone first ball. A very good delivery from Hasan Murad. Just held it back enough for Jishan Alam to go with the shot early. He doesn't seem to be too happy with the decision, but in my naked eye, it seemed like a good call.
Look at that. Slowed it down, Hasan Murad. Pitching on middle, and yes, it looked as plumb as it gets. Jishan was looking to slog sweep from his very first delivery, but he's gone for a golden duck. Yesterday, a centurion, today, gone for a duck. So, Chattogram getting a good start, Sylhet losing their first wicket for 7 runs. Just something I'd like to add. When I was seeing Jishan batting yesterday, I saw the highlights, and something that caught my eye was there's a particular area where Jishan likes to hit. It's like a box outside the off stump. Anything that's fuller length or half volley, he'll stand his ground and then swing through the line. So if it's not in that area, yes, you can get his wicket. He has weaknesses on the other parts, maybe outside off stump, back of a length, on the stump, slightly fuller lengths, and that's what we saw right there.
Certainly a good delivery from Hasan Murad. Flighted delivery. And one thing that he did was he floated the ball a little as he comes into the next ball. A bit of misfield, but the batters don't run. Omid Hassan is in the crease. He was the season's highest scorer in the NCL first class competition. He's a very heavy scorer in first class cricket. He played for the Bangladesh high performance side. There was a talk about him getting into the test side for Bangladesh, but here he is playing for Sylhet. He led Sylhet in the first class competition, but here it is Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi who captains the side. Omid Hassan has a big reputation as a heavy scorer in this domestic scene. This time goes down the track and he's gone! Tried to go inside out. Hasan Murad, 2 wickets in the first over.
Well, it is paying off. A spinner in the first over for Chattogram in this instance is paying off. 2 wickets already. Yes, despite being hit for a 6, the comeback has been fantastic. He's been enticing the batters to play over the top, and it goes straight to him. So very good first over with all things considered. Omid Hassan, a dangerous player, gone without disturbing the scorers. 7 for 2 now. Sylhet in a spot of bother already.
𝗃𝗵𝗀𝗃𝗃 must be wondering, why did I have to take that single? They have lost two of their premier batters. Zishan Alam scored 100 in the first game against Dhaka Division on the opening day of the tournament. And then Omid Hassan. Fahad Hussain comes into the attack for Chattogram. Is a left-arm fast bowler. He's got a great base to aim at, as Asadullah Ghalib is the new batter for Sylhet. But Sylhet are 7 for 2 after just 1 over. And that's where Fahad Hussain has the opportunity to start off. Who doesn't like to bowl with 2 wickets down in the first over? 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 takes strike. Driven down the ground handsomely, goes for 4 through mid-off. The fielder had no chance despite the ball being relatively close to him. Thundered into the ad boards. It's a superb shot from 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃.
A simple you miss I hit situation for the batter. If the bowler misses his length, the batter hits through the line.
Down the leg side, the umpire signals a wide. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 seems to be the only batter from Sylhet at this point who's connecting the ball. Losing these 2 big wickets can become expensive for Sylhet, who's already lost the first game from yes, they've lost the first game against Dhaka. Here he is. This time goes for the big one again, takes the inside edge towards square leg. Takes a single and hands over the strike to Asadullah Ghalib. It is 13 for 2 in the second over of the innings. Fahad Hussain has already gone for 6 runs in his 2 balls. It's considered a wide and a boundary. Fahad having a chat with the mid-on and mid-off fielder. He's got a big run up right at the 30-yard line. There is a bit of disturbance in the back as Ghalib takes his stance. Goes for the first one, but it's down the leg side. Not being very accurate.
A very good grab by the wicketkeeper nonetheless. And I've been meaning to ask you, before the match there was a bit of a delay due to a wet outfield, and you were in a conversation with the top run getter or the top scorer in the Chattogram innings, Tamim Iqbal. What was the conversation about?
Yes, as I said, it was very good to see Tamim being part of this Chattogram team for this competition. I'll tell you after this ball. Big appeal, a huge appeal, and he's gone! That's out. 14 for 3. Sylhet. Asadullah Ghalib falls for a duck as Fahad gets that ball to nip into the batter. Hits him on the front pad. Have a look at that replay. This is a very tight call. You could see his off stump and part of his middle stump. Asadullah not happy with the decision as he walks off. Nothing doing. The umpire's call is the end of the story here. He falls for a duck. A 1-ball duck for Asadullah Ghalib. Sylhet in disarray at 14 for 3. New batter at the crease is Wasif Akbar, a left-handed batter coming in at number 5 at the fall of the third wicket. This is only the second over. Sylhet are under the pump. Shanur, you're mentioning my conversation with Tamim Iqbal. Always a pleasure to speak to this gentleman and a very smart cricketer. We were talking about this competition and how it will help the batters and bowlers get in shape for the NCL, for the BPL I might add. As Fahad runs in again. It's a great length and they have a slip in place. Yasir Ali has moved to a conventional first slip, knowing that the ball is still moving in this cool weather here at the academy ground in Sylhet. And just to finish up on that point, Tamim is helping out his teammates. There's a lot of good vibe in that Chattogram dressing room because they know that they have the legend with them. As Wasif Akbar on strike. Oh, it's a good ball. It's a lovely delivery. Fahad coming into his own in his bowled a wide, but now look at that ball, just pitched around middle stump, moved away.
This is my first time I'm seeing Wasif Akbar, and from what I've seen, very impressive left arm bowler who hits the deck a bit hard, but also swings it. Fahad Hussain, beg your pardon, who already has 1 wicket.
This one goes on the leg side and a 6. Wasif Akbar gets off the mark with a huge hit towards mid-wicket. Second 6 of the innings. Over ends with 20 for 3 for Sylhet after 2 overs. We see the replay. Lofted Fahad, who was bowling quite well, but Wasif Akbar had to take that chance with the over ending. Sylhet require 126 runs in the last 13 overs. 78 balls remaining. Almost 10 and over. They have got off to a good start in terms of runs scored, 20. But they've lost 3 wickets. An interesting move from Chattogram. Oh no, they did think about Naeem, but they've handed it back to Hasan Murad, who took those 2 wickets in the first over. I was about to say that, what are they doing? Why are they handing the ball to Naeem when Hasan Murad has already taken 2 wickets in that first over? So here he is. Naeem walks over to long off as Hasan Murad prepares to bowl his second over. Excellent length. All Tushar could do was fend it away. Not much there for the batter. Hasan Murad bowls a very good length. I'm really impressed with his first over. And here he is. Down the leg side, lifts it away into the vacant area, and that goes for 4. Tushar not letting go of any opportunity to score runs, with Sylhet losing wickets at the other end.
Yeah, just airing in line a bit, and the batter was very steady. He just waited for it, let it come on, and then played it beautifully. A shot of confidence there by Tawfiq Tushar, who moves on to 16.
Lights it up, a big appeal, but seemed to be going down leg, this one. The batter was in a bit of a tangle. Maybe caught in 2 minds whether to go for the leg side blow or defend. It's been innings like that for Sylhet. They've been hot and cold, losing 3 wickets but that run rate seems to be okay. There he goes. He went for the big one, but then with the ball darting back into his stumps, and he could see all three stumps. So that was never going to be an LBW decision. It's been a very interesting over from Hassan Murad.
ঠিক আছে boy ভালো 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 ভালো
It's an excellent ball again. That delivery, Shanur, where he got hit for a 4, he was a bit short, and Tushar was very quick to latch on to that shot where he posted it towards deep square leg. Floated up. This one goes high in the air. Naeem Hassan is after it. Could this be it? No. It goes for the maximum. It wasn't timed well by Tawfiq Tushar, but he did go through with the shot. Naeem Hassan looked interested for a while, and Tawfiq Tushar continues to find the boundaries.
Yeah, and playing the shot in the vacant area, playing according to the field. Smart batting by Tawfiq Tushar, you have to say.
Goes again downtown. That one clears even higher over the side screen. A second 6 in the over. Sylhet are 36 for 3 after 3 overs. 16 coming from this one.
Now, the way the ball went, it went over the side screen into the cage, I would have to say, into the barricade, the seal barricade, and right now, in comparison, Chattogram, they were 35 without loss, Sylhet 36 for 3, as we have a slight change in commentary. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 And Sajjad, welcome back. I'm sure you enjoyed the interview.
Thank you so much, Shanur. Yes, I'm enjoying everything. I'm enjoying every moment in this Al-Arafah Islamic Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Walton, and enjoying all the action out there. This time, wanted a single, wanted to guide it towards the third man. No shortage of action, Shanur. After 3 overs, Chattogram, they scored 35. Despite losing 3 quick wickets, Sylhet are actually 1 run ahead at this point of time. So definitely, this is an indicative of how true, how good the wicket is.
Pulled top edge. A fielder coming underneath, but lands safely. 3 fielders, in fact, converging. Wasif Akbar, the batter, moves on to 7, and immediately the physio running down because he got hit on the helmet. Irfan Hussain with a well-directed bouncer there. Yes, some high-voltage cricket. They've lost 3 wickets, but that hasn't deterred their run rate, especially because the way 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 has been batting, 28 off 11, very intelligent batting. He's used power when necessary, he's used guile when necessary, but yes, Wasif Akbar going through the usual concussion protocol. The physio just checking on him, making sure he's fine.
Tawsif scored 29 of 17 yesterday when his partner was smashing to everywhere in the main ground. Sylhet International Cricket Stadium scored 100. Jishan Alam unfortunately saw the other side of the coin today, got a golden duck, and that's how it goes. Cricket is a great leveler. I don't think nothing to worry is there. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, he seems to be all right after that unfortunate Philip Hughes incident back in 2014. this mandatory concussion check has been included in this game of cricket. Definitely none of us would want to see an incident like that once again at any level of cricket. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 single-handedly keeping his team in the run chase.
Yeah, on the Philip Hughes matter, concussion subs are also a part of cricket. Let's not forget, it's been there for a while now. Cut away nicely, but oh! The wicket-keeper does a job. Has to be seen once again whether there was any bat involved or not. Was that a drop chance? Did 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 survive? Let's see. Oh, the bottom edge of the bat, but excellent from the wicketkeeper there to save definitely a definite 4 runs there.
Absolutely, this is a good over from Irfan. This time over the top, it's running away towards the boundary. I was just about to praise about the bowler that only 1 run conceded from 3 balls, and then 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 delivers.
17-4 of the match, yes. Opens up his blade, sort of scoops it, but into the vacant region on the offside. Plenty of fielders inside the inner circle. Smart batting once again by 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. He's taking very calculated risks. Moves on to 32 from just 13. As Sylhet are off to a good start. 41 for 3. Pulled away. It's high, it's handsome, it's gone all the way. Another maximum. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. He's batting brilliantly.
Previously, the bowler hit the head of the batter, and now it was Wasif Akbar in that incident, but now his partner 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃, he gets the revenge. You want to bowl me a bouncer? Come on, I'm ready for it. Look at that shot. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I lost count. What's the strike rate? 38 of 14. It's close to 300 maybe?
Pulled away again. It's going to land safely between 2 fielders. Not enough conviction in that shot. To call the previous delivery, not this one, the previous delivery that was hit for a 6, a bouncer would be an injustice to a bouncer. It was very good height for him to just go underneath and play it off the front foot. In any case, another over ends. So after 4, it's 48 for 3. They're well ahead in the run chase, despite 3 ducks from Jishan, Amit, and Ghalib. Wasif Akbar not out on 7, and it's 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃, the opener, who's on 39 of 15, plenty of batting left. Tufail, Mahfuzur Rabbi, the captain. Naeem Ahmed can bat. But they don't want to lose too many more wickets. This is a very vital partnership for Sylhet.
Especially they don't want to lose 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. He is going all guns blazing, and definitely the adrenaline rush is there. We are loving to see him bat as well. Tamim Iqbal being a bit proactive, helping the skipper out. Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi leading this team. Tamim Iqbal, he was fantastic with the bat today. Ahmed Sharif changing the bowling. Right arm first medium bowler, bowling from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end.
Down the leg side, he'll have to bowl that again. Now they can't afford to give away too many wides. Under a bit of pressure now, Chattogram. After starting well, and it's been a case in both innings for Chattogram. They started off well with the bat, and then got bogged down in the middle part of the innings, losing plenty of wickets, and they never really recovered. And something similar is happening with the bowling, but this is a much better length, much better line. Yes, if you see the batter charging down, a rare occasion of Tawfiq Tushar premeditating for a shot, and he was met with a proper bouncer. Now that's a bouncer right there, Sajjad.
He lost his shape as well, Tawfiq Umar. He was caught off balance, definitely. Yes, a bit of premeditation about that attempt from Tawfiq Tushar, but he is on song.
Now that is a good looking shot. A lot of flair, hit without care almost, and gets the distance. 6 runs.
Importance of maintaining the shape. Just moments ago, I was talking about how he lost his shape in the previous attempt. Now look at that. He stood still. He watched the ball till the very end and just held it on its way over the square leg boundary. 50 up, 55 for 3.
A lot of Caribbean flair in that last shot. Tushar looking good for his half century as well. 45 of the 55. Again pulled into the gap. And it goes for another boundary. Wow. That is some batting, some hitting. 1 short of 50 now, Tawfiq. The 18th 4 in this match.
18th 4. 4 of them have come from Tushar's bat. 5 sixes he hit along with those 4 boundaries. 1 short of 50, 59 for 3, Tawfiq Tushar. And currently he is having a look around him where the fielders are placed. And it's 50. It's an easy one for a single.
Yeah, a well-deserved half century for Tawfiq Tushar, 50 of 19. And he's leading the run chase, leading the charge for Sylhet.
$50 and the total is 60. So you could say from that stat how heavily he scored. There's the confirmation. 4 boundaries, 5 sixes. Wasif Akbar. Currently, he is also striking over 100, score 7 runs with a help of 1 6. Record run rate is under control now, 8.32.
And speaking of control, a shot well in control. Wasif Akbar gets another single. Yes, just the 11 runs scored by the other team members, of which 8 have been scored by Wasif Akbar. There are 3 ducks in this innings, and the other 3 have been extras. So that's how you have to play almost in this format of the game. It's a 20-over game, but it's been reduced to 15. That's why individual brilliance is required. And there is some more individual brilliance by Tawfiq Tushar, who is lighting it up at the Sylhet Academy ground.
6 number 14 in this game. 6 sixes from Tawfiq Tushar. Look at that. Hit with lot of arrogance. Dismissed it from its presence. 67 for 3 after 5.
Come on guys, come on guys.
2 minutes down. Down.
The bowlers, Hassan Murad picked up 2 wickets in the very first over. 2 for 23 from his 2 overs. 1 wicket for Fahad, but he's been expensive. Tawfiq Tushar single-handedly is making the opposition suffer. Tamim Iqbal not happy with how the game is progressing. Wasif Akbar now on strike. Starts with and wide, and it will run away for a boundary. Poor start from Fahad Hussain. Already considered 13 in his first over and starts with 5 wides. Oh, you cannot do that. The keeper had no chance. 72 for 3 after 5. They are striking it over 14 per over. 14.4 to be exact, and required run rate is now under 7.5. Fahad Hussain. This time sliding down the leg side. Fahad Hussain not helping himself, starting with 5 wide runs. And Wasif Akbar, currently he is not in a hurry, trying to just nudge the balls into the gaps and handing the strike over to Wasif Akbar. I beg your pardon, Tawfiq Tushar.
Oh, a better delivery for a change. We're seeing the batter having to play a more defensive shot. The ball came off the surface quite rapidly. They're going to need a lot more of this. Fahad Hussain, the first over he bowled, he got a wicket, got the ball to swing. Now if I'm the captain and I'm thinking about how to break this partnership, then yes, Fahad Hussain could be a very vital option. He's looked a very good pace bowler in this match so far, getting some extra seam and swing in the first over he bowled.
Yet to see Naeem Hassan into the bowling, that right arm tall off spinner. Should be another wide. It's been wayward bowling from Fahad Hussain. So Shanur, why do you think Naeem Hassan yet to be called up for bowling? The bowlers, the other bowlers, they are not doing good. Tawfiq Tushar, yes, he is a right-handed batter, but Naeem Hassan with his height, he could extract some extra bounce. And most importantly, he could attack the stump as well against the right-hander.
Let's keep in mind that 10 more overs left in this match. Only the 5 have been bowled. Maybe next over we'll see him. Oh, looks to scoop it. But for a change, Tawfiq Tushar missing it. And this is what Fahad can do. Fahad needs to keep it simple. Bowl length. He got it to swing very nicely when he was keeping things simple. And he's getting some words of advice from Hasan Murad, who took 2 wickets in his first over. Great to see the more senior campaigners or the more experienced campaigners helping out the more younger and perhaps lesser experienced players.
Was called upon in the national team. Yet to get the cap. Quick single now. Hasan Murad. He replaced Shakib Al Hasan in the squad. In the test squad, that is, against South Africa. Then he was continued for the West Indies series as well. But after the red ball cricket, he is now in Bangladesh. Promising young left-arm spinners. I have been following him for a few years now. Has been a very good performer in the domestic circuit.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Wasif Akbar, a little lucky on this occasion. Fahad Hussain, this is what he can do. The first over he bowled, similar things happened. been wayward in this over. 2 wides, conceding the boundary in the first delivery because of wides. And the wicket-keeper behind the stumps has had to do a lot of work. It's not been easy for him. On the leg side, another run scored. So 6 overs done. 76 for 3. Chattogram under a bit of bother, but Sylhet, they're going very well in this match.
Tamim Khan, popularly known as Khan Saheb, seems to be enjoying his time out there. Bright sunshine, completely different conditions what we saw earlier this morning. Even we had a delayed start. The game has been reduced to 15 overs per inning. Sylhet division currently at 76 for 3 from 6 overs. So they are really going strong despite losing 3 very quick wickets, despite losing Zishan Alam, the centurion from yesterday, for a golden duck. His opening partner now taking charges. And yes, Shanur, you were anticipating Naeem Hassan to be introduced into the attack, and he is now from the Walton end.
Yeah, cuts away, but can't find the gap. Well fielded in the end. Hasan Murad does the mop-up job. So Wasif Akbar, he's on 10 of 11. Tawfiq Tushar, on the other hand, 57 of 22, batting on a completely different surface, it seems. Now looks for the slot sweep. The appeal is there. The umpire unmoved. Naeem to continue. This time looks for the single, a quick throw and a run out appeal. The leg umpire though says it's not out, but yes, we'll just go and collect the bails. Look to clean the stumps, fix it, put them back in place. It's been a good over so far from Naeem. No boundaries conceded. They are going to need a few overs like this where they avoid boundaries. Just changing the field up a bit for Tawfiq Tushar. Deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg in place. Should be stump to stump. Oh, it's gone down the leg side and eventually will go down fine leg for 4 runs, and leg by signaled by the umpire. The short fine leg fielder, he put in the dive, but it would have been better had he just ran towards the ball instead of diving so early. Again, on a stump to stump channel almost. Plays it down square leg. You could tell he was going to bowl straight because of that deep mid-wicket and deep backward square leg fielder, but just erred in line in the previous delivery. The last one, much better. Nonetheless, runs conceded. Tawfiq Tushar and Wasif Akbar, they are batting beautifully. Now, this kept low. Ooh, the bowler will be interested after seeing what just happened. But that ends Naeem's first over. After 7 overs, it's 79 for 3.
Yeah, still 2 minutes behind. पहले और करो
Good over from Naeem. He conceded 2 runs and 4 leg byes. So leg byes are not counted into the bowler's account. Wanted to be creative. I don't think there's any requirement for that. The required run rate is still very much under control. Look at that. Probably the pressure was built from the other side. This time, good connection, 1 bounce. Goes for a boundary.
Yeah, almost had to manufacture that shot. Back of a lane delivery. Played it on the up. Got underneath that. As you see, found the gap beautifully. There were 2 fielders at long on and long off, and he bisected them to perfection. Tushar, you have to say, he's batting extremely intelligently. This time, nudged on the offside. Maybe a single. And I keep using the word smart and intelligent because after that boundary, he takes a single.
Now, the same thing should be done by Wasif Akbar. He was the one considered a number of dot balls in the previous over, which made Tawfiq Tushar to take some risk. Now that's more like it. Guiding towards third man. Now when you got a boundary within the first 2 balls of the over, you are under totally control. Now you need to keep the scoreboard ticking with singles and doubles. That's how the ball rolls.
Pulled away. Has he got enough connection? No, it doesn't. Oh, it's dropped. The man from wideish long on came in, put in a dive, an athletic dive, but unfortunately couldn't hold on. Ifran unlucky on this occasion. Almost had the wicket. And it was the shorter delivery that did the trick almost. He got 2 hands, but in the end, always had to play catch up. Shamim, the fielder. Decides against the single. A dot ball to end the over after 8. Sylhet are 90 for 3.
"56 more needed of 42 deliveries. Should be an easy job for the batting team, but you never know. Naeem Hassan seems to be continuing. Required run rate is exactly 8 at this moment, and the current run rate way over 8, 11.25. This time down the wicket, chipped in the air. Long on was interested but didn't carry. Wasif taking a single in the first ball, and that's needed from him.
guys, come on guys.
Sure. It's been quiet for a while now. Looking to attack this good fielding. This is very good fielding. That ball was traveling fast. Certainly stopped a boundary. But Tawfiq got a single.
Sajjad, the sun is absolutely blazing down on the ground. It's very difficult to just stare even at the ground and see things. Although the conditions are pretty nice. Again, we'll have to bowl that. Now the reason 𝗚𝗏 is bowling on that middle and leg stump channel is because he's got a deep mid wicket, he's got a deep square leg for the batter, but at times he's just bowling a bit too straight.
Bowled him once again. Wasif coming down the wicket, missing the line completely, and hits timber. Naeem Hassan breaks through.
That is what he was looking to do all along, and eventually gets the wicket, breaks the partnership. The captain, Mahfuzur Rabbi, will be coming in. Wasif Akbar gone for 13 from 17. 93 for 4 now, Sylhet.
Mahfuzur Rabbi
halfway
had a forgettable outing with the ball, bowled only 1 over, which costed 18 runs. Tamim Iqbal, he hit 2 sixes or 3 in that over. Naeem Hassan with success in this over. Once again bowling into a very tight line and length. So Naeem Hassan, I beg your pardon. And that is why I was asking, where is Naeem Hassan? While Tawfiq was running away with the game. Flighted one. Another single. Currently Naeem doing the job for his team, trying to exert some pressure by bowling some tight deliveries, dot deliveries. It's been sensible from Tawfiq. It's been very easy to be carried away when you are on song or when you are struggling to hit a boundary. So that ends, that single ends the Naeem Hassan over. After 9, it's 95 for 4.
মুরাদ ভাই এই 5 করলে ভালো নয় তো come down চলেন জোর করেন না হ্যাঁ চা মুরাদ একটা বললেই শেষ একটা বললেই শেষ
Big appeal, but clearly missing the leg stump. Hassan Murad coming back and Mohammad Isam coming back, sitting beside me. Welcome back, Isam.
Yes, thank you, Sajjad.
Chaba Murad
Hassan Murad coming back into the attack. Slides that ball onto the pads of 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗀 𝗂𝗃 has been fantastic in this innings. Goes for it again, doesn't get hold of it completely. Goes to the deep field, take a single. It's 96 for 4 in the 10th over. 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗀 𝗂𝗃 batting on 68. Another 50 required, 51 runs required. Where do you reckon this one is going, Sajjad?
It's very difficult to call. It was going one way when 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗀 𝗂𝗃 was going all guns blazing, but now some tight overs, especially led by Naeem Hasan Murad into his final over. So this will go down the wire, Isam, and what a run chase it's been.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗀 𝗂𝗃 and now Captain Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi. I was only speaking to Hanan Sharkar, the selector, who's doing rave reviews of Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi's performance in Australia recently. But he's gone! Hasan Murad just stole the words from my mouth as Rabbi goes for a big one and it hits timber. Hasan Murad picks up his 3rd wicket. 96 for 5 are Sylhet.
He was trying that expensive shot targeting the mid-wicket region. It was bowled at a fuller delivery, fired into the pads and hitting the leg stump. So important wicket. Hasan Murad once again. This is his 3rd wicket. Now Chattogram, they are coming back. 96 for 5. Mahfuzur Rabbi is going back to the dugout for 1.
Yes, Sajjad was just telling me that what Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi could have done was hand the strike over to 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗀 𝗂𝗃, who's so well set on 68 of 33, seeing the ball like a football. But then he gets out, bringing Tofail Ahmed to the crease. He bowled so wonderfully well to get his 3 wickets, 2 wickets for just 7 runs from his 3 overs. Now here he is having to bail Sylhet out with the bat. It's a good ball again from Hasan Murad. He's been very impressive today, and I say this with the risk of sounding daft in maybe one ball. Let's see.
You have been consistent in this regard.
And there you go, white ball.
So I was saying that you have been very consistent on this regard.
Yes, Hasan Murad generally bowled very well. Probably his first white ball, 3 for 25 from his 2.4 overs. Took those 2 wickets in the first over, and now trying to keep Tofail on strike and Tawfiq Khan Tushar off strike. That's the key for Chattogram at this stage, as Hasan Murad has 1 more ball remaining in his spell for the day. Nice delivery again, a dot ball to finish off the over. 3 for 25 from his 3 overs. Sylhet 98 for 5 after 10 overs. Another excellent delivery from Hasan Murad to finish off a nice spell. Removed Jishan Alam in the first over. Jishan Alam and Omid Hassan in the first over of the match. You look at the phase-wise score comparison. Neck and neck in the first 6 overs, 76 each, but just 3 wickets down for Sylhet.
Only 4 balls were faced by Tawfiq in the last 2 overs. And that is where Chattogram came back into this game. Of course, led by Naeem Hasan.
Yes, Naeem Hasan has bowled 2 very good overs, and you're right. I mean, when you are scoring runs, you want to be on strike and keep. That's a good sweep shot that has gone for 4. Very well timed. It was a full toss on leg stump. All Tushar had to do was connect with it, and he had to do it avoiding that short fine. It's gone for 4. The 100 is up for Sylhet, 103 for 5 in the 11th over. It's already a good start for Sylhet. Again with the sweep shot, and again this one finer and gets a boundary. These are crucial boundaries. These are very crucial boundaries, Sajjad.
We were discussing about you cursing the players. I think you shouldn't overlook my power as well. I was praising about Naeem Hassan, and he conceded 2 boundaries. More importantly, 2 boundaries on loose deliveries, both onto the leg side, outside leg stump, and easy pickings for a batter who is striking it at 200.
Yes, Tawfiq Khan Tushar has also impressed our dignitaries in the box. I was speaking to Hannan Sarkar and Minhajul Abidin Nannu, both having played for Bangladesh for a while, and they are quite impressed with Tawfiq Khan Tushar's innings. This one, he pulls it, and what a brilliant catch in the deep. A wonderful catch by Hasan Murad. He has a say in Tawfiq Tushar's dismissal. Takes that wonderfully well in the mid-wicket boundary. A short ball from Naeem Hassan. Tawfiq Tushar perishes for 76.
You cannot keep Hasan Murad out of today's game. Picked up 2 wickets in the very first over, a total of 3 wickets. Now taking that all-important catch to dismiss this guy on screen, Tawfiq Tushar. Scored 76 of 36, brilliant innings, but now his team is under some pressure. 6 down for 106 runs.
পেস বলার গুলো একটা কোমরের নিচে বল করিস না রে, সব উপর। প্রোফাইল 1 লেগ কারেক্ট ঠিক ছিল। ভাই মিডিকেটটা নিয়ে হাফ ওয়ে খালিদ দাও
Khalid Ahmed sent to batter number 8. It's a long tail for Sylhet, and that's where the trouble starts. Both batters here are fast bowlers. That's a big appeal. The umpire nods, and this gone. Khalid Ahmed falls for a first bowler. Naeem Hassan picks up his 3rd wicket.
I can swing it both way, Isam. I was praising about Naeem. He bowled poorly, and I was discussing about how poor he was to start this over, and he picks up 2 wickets in 2 balls. So he is on a hat-trick. We have seen Khalid being on a hat-trick earlier in the first innings. Now he departs for no score. 7 down for 106.
The question is whether Yasir Ali, the Chattogram captain, will set a attacking field. It's unlikely. It's the T20. We're in the death overs. So Naeem will have to make do with whatever field he gets. And there will be an attempt at getting that hat-trick. Abu-Jaid Rahi, the new batter, out in the middle, facing the hat-trick ball. Again, a good delivery, and they run the single with the vacant point area. 107 for 7. It's changed already, Sajjad?
Absolutely. Change in the complexion of the game completely. Naeem Hassan picking up 3 wickets. Hasan Murad picked up 3 wickets. So the spinners are in control. And Naim Hassan, he must thank Hasan Murad for taking that brilliant running catch to dismiss Tawfiq.
Here he is coming in. Keeps it tight, ends the over with another dot. 3 for 17 from his 3 overs. Sylhet needing 39 in the last 4 overs, but with only Tufail Ahmed as a recognized batter. It's going to be a tall order for Tufail as the home side stares at a second defeat. They need 39 of 24 in this exciting match of Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Walton. It's been an interesting tournament so far, matches everywhere getting tight. It has garnered a lot of media attention. I met my journalist friends also around the ground. A lot of journalists have come up to watch these matches, covered these matches, write about these matches and make videos. It is a very interesting tournament before the BPL, and the cricket watching public in Bangladesh have always craved for a local domestic, only local players in this domestic competition, and they've got their wish. NCL T20, one of the bigger advantages of this is the local flavor. You have all Sylhet players playing for Sylhet and the same for Chittagong. Connects that one towards mid-wicket and Tufail gets his first boundary. It'll be Rahi who gets his first boundary. The score moves to 111 for 7.
Good shot. It was a very good shot from Abu Zaid Chaudhary Rahi. Ahmed Sharif, he was looking for the block hole, missing the length, not by much, but Rahi, his bat speed was a notable one. This time misses it. So Rahi, not a big striker of the cricket ball. On the other hand, Tufail Ahmed, you were talking about him as well while he was bowling, that probably he could be a solution to the fast bowling all-rounder Bangladesh has been looking for quite some time now.
Yes, we'll have to see how Tufail goes in this tournament, as Rahi is on strike against Ahmed Sharif. Back of a length, doesn't connect with it. Again, another dot ball. Score remains 111 for 7. Sylhet needing 35 of 21 balls. It's 10 runs and over at this stage. And without many of the frontline batters around, it's a tall order for this Sylhet tail. As Ahmed Sharif, who did have a good outing in the first over, tries to bring the run rate down. Comes in again. And Rahi misses it out. Cannot connect with it.
This is not really smart cricket from Abu Zaid Rahi. He scored a boundary in the very first ball that presented an opportunity in front of them to make it a big over, but he wasted the next 3 going for big shots in each of them. I think more sensible approach could have been nudging it into the gap and take a single.
Another short one from Ahmed Sharif, and Rahi, who doesn't really have great credentials with the bat, continues to swing and miss. Perhaps the third man area or over the third man fielder is an option with that shot. It's a very hard length that Ahmed Sharif has come up with, and knowing that Rahi isn't the best striker of the ball. He did concede a 4 of the first ball, has gone for 4 dots after that. Goes full. This one is high in the air. The mid-off is coming under it and takes that catch. Hasan Murad with his second catch of the match. Rahi goes for 5. It's 111 for 8 at the end of the 12th over.
Isam, I guess we could call 5 wickets for Hasan Murad. I really would love to see him appreciated for that prolific performance with the ball on the field. He's been brilliant. Hasan Murad, Abu Zaid Chaudhary, Rahi. He departs for 5. 8 down for 111. Last few wickets, they were 106 for. No, I beg your pardon.
Fahad comes in from the Al-Arafa Islami back end. This one is high in the air. It's a top edge. There's a fielder coming underneath it. Doesn't quite reach the long on who rushed in. Fahad bowling the 13th over. They just run the single. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃 Hussain is a new batter. Another bunny with the bat. As I said, Sylhet has a long tail. Has a very long tail. With 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃 coming in now at number 10. That tells you the story, Sajjad, about their batting lineup.
Absolutely. And they have no known marks with the bat as well. Somehow managed a single there. Sylhet lost 2 wickets in the first over. 7 for 1, 7 for 2, then 14-run partnership, 21 for 3. Then a big one. 93 they were for the loss of 3 wickets. And then the dramatic collapse. Tufal Ahmed targeting that mid-wicket region. Good running. Very good running. The throw was not the best one as well, allowing the batters completing the 2 with ease. Now Sylhet division, they need 33 of 16 deliveries. Fahad Hussain, I don't think he needs to try too many things now. Should be a one-way traffic from here on.
Goes
Big
for
shot.
it this time. Tufail finally finds a bit of chance to get on strike and hit it big. That will be a boost for Sylhet, as 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃 is explaining something to him with the bat. What is he telling Tufail?
Probably anticipating what's the bowler gonna do. It was a short ball and big hit, really, Tufail. He packs the punch.
2 balls remaining in the over. Still 25 needed in the last 2.2 overs. The batter pulls away as the field is still being adjusted. I think Hasan Murad at deep mid-wicket is tying up his shoelace, which is why there's a bit of delay. Might be a tactic to slow down Tufail. You never know. I've seen this before. Goes on the offside, straight to the fielder, a dot ball, which means what is Tufail going to do now? Is he going to take a single of that ball, of the last ball of the over coming up, or does he look for a boundary and then leave 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃 with the strike at the start of the 14th over? Tight one for Tufail at this moment. A big hit reduces the target, but then 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 goes back on strike. It's a tricky one as Fahad runs in. He chooses the single. Maybe a wise move, leaving 24 required in the last 2 overs. End of the 13th, it's 122 for 8.
𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃 being the top scorer, 76 of 36. And nothing much to talk about from the rest of the batters.
𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃 goes for it straight down the ground. A majestic hit, goes for a boundary. It was very wise of him to take a single of the last ball of the previous over. As we see 𝗃𝗧𝗃 and 𝗃𝗺𝗃 having a discussion. 𝗃𝗧𝗃 moves to 14.
I am loving the body language from 𝗃𝗺𝗃. First, let's talk about this shot. Clearing the front leg, hitting straight. Now, the body language of 𝗃𝗺𝗃 in that discussion, he is kind of...
We'll get back to that. It's high in the air. The fielder is coming under it. Takes the catch. That's the end of 𝗃𝗧𝗃. That's perhaps a huge blow for Sylhet's chase. That's a very good catch from Naeem, who runs to his left, goes back, completes that catch. A short ball that 𝗃𝗧𝗃 tried to hit down the ground like the previous delivery. Just spoons to Naeem. 𝗃𝗧𝗃 falls. 126 for 9 now, Sylhet. 𝗃𝗧𝗃 falls for 14 of 11.
Naeem Ahmed, number 11 for Sylhet. We were discussing about 𝗃𝗺𝗃's body language, but I think it's irrelevant now, as Tofail Ahmed already is back to the hut.
Doesn't connect with it. Naeem Ahmed, first ball against Ahmed Sharif. Ahmed Sharif went for a boundary of the first ball, then came back with the wicket of 𝗃𝗧𝗃, and now it's the turn of number 11, Naeem Ahmed, who seems to be having a bit of a problem with his helmet, aka Angelo Matthews style, although he's into the crease now.
No time for joke. You have been declared time out. 3 balls remaining in this over. Started with a boundary, then a wicket. So I think the game actually was, it became very difficult when you lose 3 quick wickets in a run chase, where the record run rate is almost 10 and over. But yet you have to give some credit from Tawfiq Khan Tushar. What an innings he played. But no support for him from the other end. And that's why Sylhet probably is going to face their second defeat straight. I think their bowlers need to buckle up. Yesterday they scored 205, losing the game. Today once again in a 15-over game they conceded 145 runs.
Another good ball from Ahmed Sharif, as Naeem Ahmed keeps missing these deliveries, making it harder and harder for Sylhet. In this chase, they're still 21 away from the target, and the overs are running out. Not looking at the line of the ball, swinging wildly. That's not going to fetch him anything. To look at that delivery, then think about what he's about to do. So Ahmed Sharif runs in. Again, the same old story. It is going to be frustrating for the Sylhet team sitting in the dugout. Chittagong won't mind it one bit. They've posted a score, and now they are squeezing Sylhet towards the end. 9 wickets down, 126 in the 14th over. Last ball of the over coming up from Mohammad Sharif. This one is connected and landed deep into long on over Tamim Iqbal's head for a 6. Finally, Naeem Ahmed, after missing 3 deliveries, connects with a 6.
It was a good hit. It was a typical tail-ender heave over long on. Connection was great, to be very honest. But I think it's too little too late. 132 for 9. Though, mathematically, it's not impossible. 14 of 6 balls. The only problem is they do not have wickets in hand. Here's the equation. 14 of 6 required. And number 10 and 11 are batting together. That is the problem.
That's the opportunity for Naeem Ahmed and Ibadat to become a hero. 14 runs of 6 balls. It's happened so many times in T20 cricket. In every form of cricket, it's possible. And all they have to do is play some good shots.
Listen, let me tell you how difficult this is. When a number 10 and 11 are batting together, even in computer games, the computer do not allow you to score runs. And this is real cricket.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to be positive about Sylhet's chances in this game. Ifran Hussain comes in from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end to bowl the final over. Ibadat on strike. That's a short ball onto his body. Fends it away towards square leg. They run the first.
That's good bowling. Followed the batter. Ibadat on that occasion trying to make some room.
I understand it's the last over. Last wicket also. And it is now Naeem Ahmed's turn to see if he can manage it as Ifran runs in. He goes for the swoop, but it's gone! Straight to the fine leg fielder. Short fine leg grabs that chance. That's the end of the dream for Sylhet. All out for 133 in the 15th over.
So, Chattogram division, they got their first win in this tournament. Once again, let's have a look at the final wicket. Trying to go over the short fine. Only manages to carry it till the fielder. It's good to see Ibadat and Tamim Iqbal together shaking hands now. Chattogram division, they got very important points on board. Sylhet, on the other hand, they need to regroup. They need to look back and reflect on the mistakes they made in these 2 games, yesterday and today. Not a good feeling, definitely. Not being able to collect a point after 2 games, especially when you were in a winning position in both of the games. Yesterday they scored 205 runs. Good gesture, seeing teams from both sides shaking hands. So we will go downstairs in a while now, definitely. And as we can see, players from the next games, They are already warming up. This is the scorecard, 133 all out Sylhet division. Tawfiq Tushar has been the top scorer, 76 of 36. Wasif Akbar partnered him for a while but couldn't contribute much. Tufail Ahmed, he scored a few boundaries for his 14, but the big story is Jishan Alam, the centurion from yesterday. He got a golden duck, 16 extras, but that wasn't even able to make Sylhet or move with a positive points. So they have bowled out for 133 runs.
Murad, who's got 3 wickets in this innings for Chattogram. Hassan, প্রথম ওভারটাই করার সময় কি মনে হচ্ছিল দুইটা বড় উইকেট পেয়ে গেলেন?
প্ল্যান ছিল হচ্ছে প্রথম ওভার মানে যত আর্লি উইকেট ব্রেক করা যায় আর কি। টি20 খেলা স্পেশালি পাওয়ার প্লেতে যদি আর্লি উইকেট পাওয়া যায় তাহলে গেমে থাকা যায়, তো ওইটাই চেষ্টা ছিল।
সাথে দুটো ক্যাচও হলো, 3টা উইকেট হলো, কেমন লাগলো এই পারফরম্যান্সে?
হ্যাঁ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, সব কিছু মিলায় শুকরিয়া, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
থ্যাংক ইউ হাসান, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
So Hassan Murad there with Mohammad Isam. He was the hero. Started proceedings with the ball, picking up 2 wickets in the very first over. Then another one in his final over, finishing up with 3 for 25. Took 2 catches as well. 3 wickets from Naim Hassan. Brilliant from him as well for 17 runs from his 3 overs. 1 wicket for Ifran, Fahad Hussain, and 2 for Ahmed Sharif. So this is the highlights package. Very high shot for a 6, but then Hassan Murad, he picked up 2 very early wickets. Tawfiq, he tried his best. This is the 3rd wicket. They were 3 down for 21 runs. Asif, he started with a 6, but this is the star batter, Tawfiq Tushar. Single-handedly, he kept his side in this game, playing shots over the top, all around the ground, going straight, clean hitter of the ball. And Chattogram bowlers, they were clueless at times. He has hit big 6s, at times bowling lacked disciplined as well, and this is the breakthrough they were looking for by Naim Hassan. He led the attack, and another brilliant catch from Hassan Murad. Naim Hassan, he was on a hat trick. After that LBW, and then it was just a formality. Though Tufail Ahmed, he tried his best, but that only was handful to reduce the margin of the defect, and this is the final wicket. So finally Chattogram division, they won this game, and now we are all set for the post-match presentation. Shanu Rabbani, take it away.
Let Chattogram eventually winning by 12 runs. It's time for the post-match presentation, and I have the dignitaries with me. Mohammad Sajjad Hussain, the Additional Director of Walton High-Tech Industries, Mohammad Khabbab Chaudhry, SPO and Manager Al-Arafa Islami Bank PLC, Shah Jalal Upashahar Branch Sylhet, and Abdullah Al Mahmood, Senior Executive, Remark HB Limited. Al-Arafa Bank Islami Player of the Match Award will be presented in a bit, but first I'd like to talk to the Sylhet captain, Mahfuzur Rabbi. Unfortunate, এক একটা সময় মনে হচ্ছিল খেলায় আপনারই হয়তোবা ম্যাচটা জিতবেন, যদি একটু আপনার মতামতটা দেন ম্যাচ নিয়ে।
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, যা আল্লাহ তাআলা ভালো করছেন। তো কংগ্রাচুলেশন ভাইদের, চিটাগাং খুব ভালো খেলছে আমার কাছে মনে হয়। বাট কিছু কিছু সময় আমরা খুব ভালো ক্রিকেট খেলেছি। ফার্স্টের দিকে যদি আমরা আমাদের ব্যাটসম্যানরা যদি একটু কিছু রান করতে পারতো তাহলে হয়তো আমাদের লাস্টের এই সিনারিওটা অন্যরকম হতে পারতো। তাছাড়া মাঝখানে আমরা খুব ভালো ব্যাটিং করেছি, আবার লাস্টের দিকে আবার আমরা কলাপস করে গেছি। সো এইগুলো যদি আমরা একটু মনোযোগ দিয়ে করতে পারতাম তাহলে হয়তো বা রেজাল্টটা পজিটিভ আসতে পারতো।
All the best for the next matches.
Thank you.
Right, so time for the Al-Arafa Islami Bank Player of the Match award, and it goes to none other than 𝗂𝗵𝗽𝗺 for his innings of 65 from just 33 deliveries. The innings helped Chattogram gain momentum. Tamim, great to see you batting the way you did today. How did you feel in the middle?
I was a bit nervous because I was coming after a long time. For me in this tournament, the game time is the most important thing. Whether I score runs, don't score runs, that comes secondary to me because I'm playing after such a long time. So to get used to with batting, get used to with fielding, that's the most important thing. Thank God that I contributed for the team, and I felt good actually after the first shot that I played. I felt good. The mind started to work. That's the most important thing.
Right. Obviously, your innings contributed to a win. I'm sure that is also very important. As far as the team is concerned, and what do you think? How far can you go?
See, we have to do a lot of good things now because the way we are bowling and the way we are batting, we should have scored 170 easy today because at one stage we were 6 overs, for 80 or something, and then we only managed to score 145, smallish ground, great wicket. And then in bowling, when we got up 3 early wickets, the way we bowled, it's not up to the mark yet, but I'm sure these guys are young, they will learn, and then going forward we'll see what happens. But I must tell you one thing, both the wickets in Sylhet has been fantastic, and I've heard that it has been created by a Bangladeshi curator, which is most important thing, and they have been doing a fantastic job.
All the best for the tournament moving forward.
Thank you.
Right, now it's time to talk to the winning captain, Yasir Ali Rabbi Chaudhary. Yasir, first of all, congratulations. গতকাল ম্যাচের পর আজকের ম্যাচে কামব্যাক উইনটা নিয়ে যদি আপনার মতামত দেন।
ফার্স্ট অফ অল আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, ফার্স্ট উইন আমাদের। বাট তামিম ভাই জয় যেভাবে স্টার্ট করছিল, দে প্লেড রিয়েলি ওয়েল, উইকেট অত ভালো ছিল না, অ্যান্ড বাট আরেকটু হয়তো 20টা রান আমরা বেশি করতে পারতাম যদি আমাদের মাঝখানে আমরা যদি ব্যাক টু ব্যাক এভাবে 4টা উইকেট না যেত, অ্যান্ড হোপিং দ্যাট এই জিনিসটা ইনশাল্লাহ কেটে যাবে সামনে।
রাইট, ইনিংসের মাঝপথে যখন তামিম ইকবাল ব্যাটিং করছিলেন তখন মনে হচ্ছিল যে অনেক রান হতে পারে, বাট স্টিল এরিয়াস টু ওয়ার্ক অন।
ইয়েস, ডেফিনেটলি এরিয়াস টু ওয়ার্ক অন, কারণ আমি আপনাকে একটু আগেও বলেছি যে আমাদের ব্যাক টু ব্যাক উইকেট পড়ছে, যেটা দ্যাটস নট গুড ফর আ টিম। অবশ্যই একটা দিন অত বেশি হয়তো কাজ যেটাই করতে হবে আমাদের মেন্টাল দিক দিয়ে করতে হবে। তো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে উই উইল ওয়ার্ক অন দ্যাট, অ্যান্ড ইনশাল্লাহ উই উইল কিপ গোয়িং অন দিস লাইক।
All right, all the best for the future. So that's it from the presentation. Hope to see you guys very soon for the next match.
So Tamim Iqbal earning the Player of the Match award, and very happy captain Yasir Ali Chaudhary Rabbi winning this game. So that is the match summary. Chattogram division, they were put to bat first. Tamim Iqbal leading the attack, 65 of 33, and they scored 145 for 9 for their 15 overs. And Sylhet division, they lost this game by 12 runs despite a brilliant effort from 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. So that's the conclusion of this game. We will be back with the second game between Dhaka and Rangpur shortly.